Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. We are here for Love is Blind Poland. We are here for Love is Blind Poland. And the Polish people have come front and center. The Polish folks have kicked in the door and said, we are here. We are in the Love is Blind community and we got something to say and we got something to show you. Love is Blind Poland and kicked in the door and we're like, I'm not so sure about any weddings here. I ain't too sure about how these people moving around in the wild, but we are here for it. Here's the thing. Y'all heard the lovely funky music. Y'all heard the funky music I played, but there are words within it, okay? There are words within it. This show does not encapsulate the people that are featured on it. These are snippets. We are reacting. We are giving our opinion on the pieces that we see on this show. We know they ain't all like this. We know they ain't popping off every day in their life. We know the pods are a different scene, different story, but this is a precursor about what they may have to work on in their regular life. And they are always welcome to come here and talk about it because we know there are pieces missing. We know there's context missing out of conversations. This is produced in order to get a reaction out of us. And we are reacting today to the Polish people who are watching my recaps and saying hello in the comments. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for telling me what I need to do. Thank you for guiding me and correcting me because y'all understand how I am messed up with these names. Y'all understood. Okay? Y'all understood. And I get it. I receive it. I hear all of it. Now, let me say hello to the people. Now, we have a new member. Okay? Zaya Adam. I'm hoping I'm saying it correctly. Welcome on in to being an L citizen. Okay, welcome on in. Now, thank you so much for being here. And everybody, say hi, say hello, be kind and nice to our newest member. Now, in saying that, Zaya, and I'm hoping, and you please correct me. In saying that, the Polish people have been correcting me and I receive it. I'm butchering these names, y'all. I am butchering these names. For those of you who have recorded your voice and emailed it to me, you know who you are. I appreciate it. And I hope that I am saying it correctly afterwards, but you can keep on teaching me. I have been practicing and I hope I do better. Okay. Hey, Sam. Hey, Rosho. Happy Mother's Day. I receive it all. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Hey, Ari. Hey, Absence. Oh, we have a member live. We had last night. There's a lot I had to say about Poland that I couldn't say in mixed company out here. Hey, Moondas Girly. Hey, to go to Africa. Yes, happy Mother's Day, everybody. Hey, Michelle. Michelle, what's going on with your flight attendant, Michelle? You are representing the flight attendants in here. I'm going to need you to speak up for your boy, Philip. Are all the stewards like him? Hey, Absence. Yes, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Say hello. Michelle, we're going to cut into your boy. Okay, we're going to cut into your boy. But I have some housekeeping to tell y'all about. Make sure y'all hit that like, y'all hit that share, and y'all subscribe to the channel. I see a lot of green in here, so y'all are members. And those who are not green, you're certainly welcome to join us, and your opinion matters, okay? Yes, happy Mother's Day to everyone. Now, here's a little housekeeping I'm going to do. Now, y'all forgive me if we glitchy in a little bit. StreamYard it was funky trying to get in, so we going to handle this as best we can, okay? We're going to handle this as best we can. I'm going to drop the link. For those of you who are of Polish descent, I encourage you to tell us about this because we are in the Western Hemisphere. We don't understand or know what is custom and culture, and we are looking at this from a Western perspective. And we are looking at this to basically understand what is happening. If y'all don't know, y'all need to go dive into Polish history, okay? If y'all don't know, y'all need to dive into Polish history. The history of Poland, I can understand why some of them, they say their parents have an issue with alcohol. I can understand why some of them, there maybe, and this is all guesswork, maybe some depression. I can understand what's going on. Okay? I can understand. I can see and understand what they are trying to tell us. But here's another thing. Okay. Oh, I have to add a file. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. I know I had to do something, and I know the Polish people are going to get me for this. And y'all, I got to do this so the Polish people don't get me. I have to change my background. See, I had to change my background. I'm sorry. I had the wrong background because the Polish people done told me, girl, your background looks nice. Your background looks cute, but them colors is in the wrong order, girl. The Polish people told me, and I appreciate it, girl. This is the Polish flag, white above red. This is the Filipino flag, red above white. I'm going to need you to get it together. And the wrong one was there, but the right one is here now. Thank you so much, y'all, because, again, Western world, I'm thinking, oh, it's red and white. It's red and white. That's all it is. No. And I do not want to be disrespectful. So change the background. See, you see it there? The white is over the red. That is the Polish flag. Hey, Doris, welcome on in. I'm Polish, happy to help. Also cringing over these people. We don't claim them. Ooh, it's a specific type of people going to reality shows. Ooh, Doris is like, we don't claim them. Yikes, Doris. We love it. We love it. Welcome on in, Doris. Now, here's the thing. Here's one thing that I had to learn among many things other than just saying their names. The wedding rings on the right hand. The wedding rings on the right hand, the engagement rings. I was like, oh, okay. People like that. It's just how we do it in Europe. We just do it in Europe like this. No. Poland has a history of doing it that needs to be known and respected. Okay. That is history. In Poland, okay, this is what I have learned, and Polish people in the crowd, okay? In Poland, wedding rings are worn on the right hand, primarily due to a historical tradition of national mourning following the failed January uprising of 1863, where widows shifted their rings from the left hand to the right hand as a symbol of loss and later as national identity. The right hand also traditionally symbolizes honor and strength in the Polish culture. So, y'all, it ain't just we putting it on our right hand. Okay? Yes, Ari. I was like, oh, right hand. I noticed that because we in the Western world. But again, the Polish folks are telling us exactly why it is culture. Okay? Okay? Yes, some people, Doris is telling us, this is our Polish commentator. Okay? Coming to you live from Poland. People often switch their wedding ring to their with the engagement ring once they're getting married. Okay, good to know. Good to know. What? That's growth. As Kelly said, know better, we do better. Exactly. I know better, do better. Now, the other thing with the wedding rings being on your right hand, it's for practicality too. When you are doing a handshake, you give your right hand in greeting someone, and so they already know you are married and to act accordingly. Okay? Okay. The marital status is visible on the right hand, and when I shake your hand, you feel that ring, and that means you need to behave yourself. Okay? Now, y'all, I encourage, we'll be going through this. I'm going to be dropping the link, just like we did in France. Okay, just like we did in France. We're going to be going through these couples, these love triangles, these love squares. We're going to be going through it. I'm going to drop the link. I know my usual folks come through. I would like to set, a priority to also the Polish folks that can come through, like the folks in France. I just ask that no profanity, but I know you're a culture of very little profanity. Y'all told me that in the comment section. That also, that we take our turns and we're going to go through each and every person, and we do have questions. Okay? We do have questions. I have a lot of compassion for those people. I can imagine the environments they have to grow up in. Yes. All these people who are here on Love is Blind, Poland, I hear the suffering. I hear the trauma. And then I hear you need therapy. But I'm not going to make excuses, because y'all also told me in the comment section that y'all like people who are direct and don't sugarcoat things. And we ain't going to sugarcoat it around here. Okay. We are not going to sugarcoat it around here. Now, if you, if StreamYard will let you through, you can, y'all, we're going to go through, we're going to talk about these folks. I'm going to give priority to my Polish folks. Okay. My Polish folks, we have questions because I have questions about how Yulia is being treated. I have questions about that. Yulia's heritage. Doris said that's true about the sugarcoating. We don't want it. We don't want it. Right. We don't even like butterflies around here. Don't be telling me you got butterflies in your stomach. You are butterflies and you are whatever. No. We ain't doing no butterflies around here. Butterflies is a response for you to be able to get ready to run and flee, not go closer to the person. But thank you, Doris, for letting me know we ain't sugarcoating around here. Well, we have our one of our usuals here, ladies. Please buckle yourselves in. Yulia, is the Y not? I thought I was saying Yulia with the Y. Yulia. See, I'm already messing it up. Okay. Let me go forth and prosper. Hey Trey, how are you?
Good afternoon. Happy Mother's Day to first off the Queen Mother of this live and chat, Elsa. Happy Mother's Day to you. Happy Mother's Day to everyone else out there. Hello live, hello chat. We are here. We are here to speak. I'm doing fine. Let's get to it.
Oh, Trey's here. Thank you very much, Trey. Thank you. I know you've already
hmm
called your mama, so happy Mother's Day to Trey's mama, because we know
hmm
she's the reason you are who you are today.
Partially, yep.
Okay.
She has some blame in this. Culpability is hers, which I told her today. That's funny that you said that.
We mothers are on one wavelength. We mothers are on one wavelength. Now, yes, ladies, y'all can say hello to Trey. He'll wave to you in the comment section. Um, I'm almost afraid to put our lineup here. And y'all, if you are of Polish descent and you can converse with us here, you are certainly welcome to come on up and speak to us. We have questions, or you could just say it in the comment section. Okay. If you could just start your comment with P to let us know you are Polish, ... So I can know we are speaking to someone from the ground, just like Doris told us, hey, I'm Polish, and I know. So let me get straight into it, because let me get into the people that piss me off. Let me get into the triangles of it that piss me off. Welcome in, Kim Bunny Taylor. Okay, welcome on in. You are an L Citizen now. Okay, you are a new member. Welcome on in. And I will do the dance for the new members. Okay. People in Polish social media are saying that he's of Roma people and there's a lot of prejudice in Poland against them still. Also, Poland is very homogeneous. Yes, if you're just a little bit different, you really stick out. So we start there. We're going to start there. Camille, Uno, and Yulia. Doris, you better
Yulia.
get me together.
Yulia.
Okay. Now, okay. Y'all and Polish people, this is how I'm going to come to you. We are people of color in the United States of America. We are people of color. So when y'all are saying Yulia, when y'all are saying that, we are baffled. At least I'm baffled. But Doris is telling us if you a little bit, if you got a hint of, you ain't. So for Julia, I am I am hurt for her. First and foremost, I am hurt for her. To have your dad say, the first man that is supposed to love you unconditionally, to disavow your existence or his paternity is a deep hurt. But at some point, we got to handle that hurt. Also, y'all are telling me in Poland in the comment section that she is not a podiatrist. She's not a doctor. She's not a foot doctor. They're telling me, Trey, pipe it down, girl. She's not a foot doctor. She's someone who does take care of your feet, but she's not a doctor.
What is she then?
She is more someone, basically, you know how you would go, she's more like a technician. You know how we have a show called Dr. Pimple Popper, but she has technicians? Yeah. She's more technician if you have an ingrowing toenail, if you have other things with your feet that doesn't require surgery. They're saying that she does help take care of your feet, but she's not a doctor. But I have been saying a podiatrist here is a doctor. So y'all, Doris say you don't have to be a doctor to do this in Poland. You don't have to be a doctor to be a podiatrist in Poland. Okay, see, we're learning every day.
Okay.
But since Julia is so polarizing and we see her crashing out over chocolates, it's more like a nail specialist.
Jesus. Jesus. I don't know, maybe it's our Western society take on this, but that sounds like an ultimate downgrade. I was like, wait a minute, how should I take that? Like that's don't get me wrong, they are very important themselves, but especially for the women in our society. So yeah, but nah. Like, what are we saying here? But okay.
What they are telling me and saying to me is that, girl, pipe down. She's not a doctor. Pipe down. Right? It sounds like a pedicurist. It does sound like that to me. But they say podiatrist. And that is, again, why we need to share information and understand as a culture. So, yes, Trey, the way you're saying it's a downgrade, they were telling me, So, because Yulia is spazzing out on these chocolates, I think we are missing Camille Uno, Mr. Uno, and his red flags. Because he pissed me off too. He clearly pissed me off. And I need production to tell me where the other box of chocolates are and who was supposed to get it. I need Chocolate Gate to be solved. And if it's not solved by the reunion, I'm going to trash this season. I need to know who is the woman that was supposed to get them chocolates. And I'm almost thinking Camille Uno didn't send it.
Okay? I don't think he did either.
Because
that's why they didn't bring it up.
Would have set it off in the women's lounge if she saw another woman with chocolates.
I mean, okay. First off, wait, are you done? Yeah, I think you have some more left.
Go ahead.
Okay, I don't even know where to start. You said a lot. Well, first things first. I don't feel for Yulia as much as everybody else does, mainly because she rubbed me the wrong way the first moment she came up on screen. Now, she gained some points with me back when she started talking about some of her past life and some stuff she had to go through, the whole thing with her dad. She has some serious identity crisis. Serious ones. Just a few minutes ago, I was thinking like, wow, they got some serious colorism going on in Poland right now. So more, I'm like, okay, now I'm starting to feel just a tad bit down on it. The only problem is you're projecting your own issues onto other people. That's where I have to draw the line. Okay. But I do feel for her in a small capacity. Camille Uno. This Chocolate Gate, we're not going to get we're not going to get any answers on this, because if you remember what happened, who was the other people Camille was dating that they decided to show? exclusively in the pods. Because everybody dates everyone. So who were the other people he was dating at the same time
We didn't
with
get to
Julia?
see. We heard him talk about Malika.
Okay. I'm feeling like there was two other people he was actually dating that they decided to show.
Yes,
Okay.
the show always you go down to 3 people or you go down to 2 people, and I think he was down to his 2, but we didn't see Camille Uno's dates with other people. But as
And there's
Rosho
a
said,
reason for
probably
that.
Kinga. Mm.
And there's a reason, even if it was Kinga, that fits. Sorry, Kinga, I don't think you're gonna have a good episode today. That's my woo. But this makes sense to me. It's process of relation. It's one of those other two women. The problem is and this might have been calculated because Yulia decided to crash out. That made him change his mind because she was the first date, and he gave her the important to him chocolates. Okay, the important ones. This and that third. And she immediately crashed out on him. That forced him because she was his number one. Don't forget that. She was his number one, but that forced him to reevaluate. Be like, you know what? She is my number one by a good margin. How about I just go ahead and choose her and be done with this? Because I don't want to lose her in this situation. So I'm not really going to give the chocolates. The chocolates are irrelevant. I've made my choice, so he got locked in. Now, is that a real choice or was it slight manipulation because she crashed out? I don't know. You pick and choose. Both are applicable in this
But Trey,
situation.
but Trey, she has not crashed out since we've been on honeymoon. She is now asking you to say you like me and to affirm this, because what Camille Uno is pissing me off is he's acting one way in front of the fellas. He life of the party. Come on now, let's do this, let's do that. And then when we together, you basically mum.
And
that would piss me off.
Why?
Because do you really like me? We're supposed to still be communicating, talking to each other. This is the honeymoon phase.
I would give you. We talked about this a little bit, and I would give you more credence if he wasn't trying to validate her every time she asked him, was she pretty enough? Do you like me enough? Are you okay with me? He keeps saying, yes, you're beautiful. I like you. I'm with you every time. But she doesn't want to take the validation.
But he's not acting like it. I don't feel it in the way you behave.
Okay, hold on. Okay, let's have a real conversation. All right, hold on now. If, again, we spoke about this. I can be someone on the same level. You kind of laughed at this last night. I can be sociable when we're in a group of people. And you laughed at you when you heard that it can be. I can be sociable when we're in a group of people. That does not mean I want to laugh and act the fool when I'm around my lady.
It's not, you don't have to laugh and act the fool, Trey. He's not holding her hand. I mean, she's not getting anything from him.
Okay. By day 3, definitely. Day 1 and 2, that wasn't the case. A lot of things is happening very fast paced in that particular relationship. In the beginning, he's locked in 100%, holding hands, kissing her, trying to validate her. All that is happening. Yet she is still asking these same, and I'm talking about from this standpoint. This is how it sounded to him. Why is she still asking me these same dumb questions? This is not making sense to me.
But she's vocalizing this and she's talking to you, and she did say on the beach, hey, I don't feel this from you. When you act different with people and you act differently with me, it's giving me off kilter. But she is not spazzing out on him. She is using her words to say, hey, I'm not feeling this from you. Is it the camera? Is it the he doesn't want to be shown in a certain light, because we know some men are a little too handsy on this cast. But again, he gives, this is an edited, produced show, y'all. This is not how Camille Uno is all the time. But he's given, like, as Rosho said, it's about your social battery, and it seems like you use up all your battery with everybody else. And when it's time to be even chill with me, Your chair is far apart. You're not even looking at me. What are we
Mm.
doing?
And like I said, I would give you that, but we got all of that on day three. During day three for them, that's when we saw this.
No,
That's
day
why I
one
said
when they first
no. It
moved in, it
wasn't
was
day
at the
one.
pool.
It wasn't day one. He was all over her day one. He was all over her day one. And that's why I keep saying she keeps bringing every time they're together. She keeps bringing up the same set of questions. I don't know. I don't know if you like me enough. I don't know if I'm pretty enough. Do you think I'm pretty? Do you like my dark skin? You just so pale. Trust me, that gets old.
Yo,
That
yo,
gets
that
old.
Poland,
That gets
Poland,
old.
Pol- Poland and Polish people. The fact that Julia has a feeling about that she is way too dark.
And it's real. I'm not
It's
discounting that.
real. It's scary to
It's
me.
real. I can see it.
It's scary to me
And,
that
and it worries me.
how would I be viewed if Julia is?
My
I mean, for all intents and purposes, for those in Poland, for all intents and purposes, in my eyes, Julia is Caucasian. Okay, she is Polish.
yeah,
She's
she's white.
Caucasian.
She's white woman. Yeah.
How would I be viewed in Polish culture? Now, y'all remember when we did meet the cast, Poland is very, very, closed and we just heard in the comment section they're very homogeneous. If you are, even a smidgen mixed with something else, you are other. You are not fully Polish. I heard that, I received that, and all of that. But again, just the way and y'all, I know this is an edited produced show, but I don't even see the women corralling around Julia. I feel like she's ousted, and I hate, and y'all, please, this is for me to kind of talk to my people too. I feel like Julia is being how I would probably be treated in some rooms if I'm the darkest person in the room. And please, y'all in Poland, let me know if that's what you see, because I don't even see the girls going around her. But hold on one second, Paul. Hello, Radu Yee. Welcome, everybody. Hello, everyone. Glad to catch you live for the first time. Welcome on in. And I see other folks are telling you, welcome on in. We're talking about Love is Blind Poland, first 5 episodes. We're only on the first couple. Okay?
I have there are 2 comments that I'm going to combine the 2. One was from To Go to Africa. When it seemed, wait a minute, where was it?
These the empty words. You're not demonstrating his
Yes,
love.
that
Okay.
and Moon Dust Girly, especially at the end, which she says she's very needy after all. I'm going to combine those 2. What I think is happening here. Okay. The reason why I wasn't too keen on her from the very beginning, I caught her neediness from episode 1 when she walked in the room. I'm sorry, I did. I was like, what's up with this shit? Like, she needs a lot of affirmation, and I'm trying to figure out why.
We know now.
But now we know, and like I said, it comes from a real place, so I'm getting it. But this is why I said earlier, there's a lot of projection going on with her. Okay, I'm a dude. I have been through this before, something similar. You're with a pretty girl, she's beautiful, but for some odd reason, she doesn't see it within herself. Okay, it was a hard lesson for me to learn a little bit because I didn't get it at first. But I had to real quick, came to the point. You can tell this woman to you she's blue in the face, to your blue in the face, that she is beautiful, you're attracted to her, you like her. Until she believes it for herself, you're never gonna get anywhere with her. It's always gonna be a sticking point in a relationship.
So
Part of this is I'm seeing is showing up with her, but it's coming from a real place. So that's why I'm trying to be easy with this.
hold on.
I'm trying to be.
That's the question, Island Girl Pink. But in Polish society, is Julia considered a beautiful woman? I see her as a beautiful woman. But does the society? But here's the thing: does it matter if the society views her as beautiful, Trey, when her own father didn't?
Which goes back to how she views herself. That's why I keep bringing up. She looks at herself in a certain way. She does not think she's beautiful because society is telling her she might not be beautiful. Even though when I look at her, she she's attractive. I'm like, okay, she's pretty. That was my first thought before she even said anything. When she started talking, that's when I'm a little turned off. But just looking at her, I was like, she's pretty. Okay, caught my eye off rip. But as she's got to talking, I'm like, she has some self image issues, and it's not going away. And the only people that can fix it is starting with her. It has to start with her. But she's
Dor-
projecting those issues into the relationship,
Dora says
and that's going
Julie
to.
watched all the USA seasons and expected an American guy's reaction from a Polish guy.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Ridu, you can't be coming up in here and just your second comment is I agree with Trey. We can't be having that.
Why not? What if I'm making sense to you? Then I'm making sense to you. Okay, it is what it is. I can't help if I'm putting pure logic into this. You're not being emotional about this. I'm like, look at what's going on here. I'm telling you, I not disagree with you with his actions. By day 3, that last day, yeah, Camille was moving a little funny with her. But I have to take into account what I saw beforehand.
Okay, so what
If
Trey,
I
what you're
can't, I
telling
can't
us,
keep banging my head. Go ahead.
you're saying he's tired of telling her she's beautiful and she not seeing it. He's
It's
exhausted.
getting there. It's getting there. You can look at. She started. You know the conversation on the beach. Like you said, it was a little bit apart. Not, but there was a little thing sitting between, like a little end table. Whatever. It was
Yes.
probably already set up like this, but they're a little
She
bit apart.
said, "Can you rub this lotion on my leg?" No.
Heck nah. Heck
Why?
nah. And but you remember what she said before that?
What did she say,
She
Trey?
asked him again. She started by saying, "Oh, you're just so pale out here. You might need some more sun." And I'm just so dark. She started talking about it again, and look at his face when she says it. He's like, he takes a breath. All
Here's your favorite question, Trey.
right, all right.
Warm.
What up, Arv? What's
Oh,
going on, girl?
okay, okay.
I'm just over here just listening to y'all go at it. Um,
Mm,
Join in, join in.
I think both of y'all are making good points. I maybe am more on the side of El Cid, and I think
Of course.
mainly because of the fact that El Cid's like, don't bring me into this. Like that's the I'm not the one who may already say this. So, anyways, but I do see your point, Trey. I think my problem is that Camille said when she was bringing up her concerns was, you look cute when you're mad, and I'm sitting here
Mhm.
like she's trying to tell you your concerns, and you're making a joke out of it.
Yeah,
Like
he definitely was doing that.
I get it that she is very high strung, if I had to put
Mhm.
a phrase on it, because she seems pretty high strung, and that I wholeheartedly agree, believe that it's because of her father's rejection, and she needs to work on that.
Mhm.
However, when you're trying to bring up your concerns about something, you can't just be like, "Oh, you look cute when you're mad." Who the hell? Oh, sorry. Who the
that's a gentle hush. Stop talking about it.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Like,
Mhm.
yeah,
It is.
like,
But she didn't crash out. She could have crashed out.
eh.
Hold on.
That's why
Why
I'm
are we
like,
talking like she was valid for the crash out? First of all, why are we speaking like this?
Because I'm bringing up an emotional moment, something that is hurtful to me, and I'm trying to speak to you, and you're making a mockery of it. And I
exactly.
understand there's no justification for a crash out for that.
I
Trey. I
feel you.
understand. If you are emotionally mature, you won't have a crash out. But I don't understand the crash out with the chocolates because we all dating each other and no decisions have been made. But I do understand a one-on-one crash out.
Listen,
If I'm talking to you seriously and we supposed to be
first of
married.
all,
Mhm.
that crash out with the chocolates only proves one thing, that she's crash out verified. So she's very easy to crash out. So anything you say with her after that, You probably
You
have to
told
walk
me
around a little
you're
bit on
giving
eggshells of
the
how you do
same
it.
gift to another woman, but what she failed to realize is we are all dating 15 people.
Like I said, she's valid. She's a valid. She's easy for the crash out, and she
Not
said
crash
that
out
day one, and it
certified.
went certified. Fine, but she said this about herself day one. So to me, all of this, she's okay. Like we said, this is a little bit complex because a lot of things is going on here. Let's not also I hate to bring this up, but actually I don't hate it. Let's not look past the fact that she did not expect him to look this good when he walked through those damn double doors. She was even yes, she was a little shocked. Even she was a little shocked. Just a little bit. She was pleasantly happy. All beforehand, she was talking like, no, no, no. He should love me. He should like me. I'm going to look the best. As soon as she saw her eyes went googly. Oh, okay. And now all of a sudden, her personal image issues popping up.
Well, because now you see me.
Yeah, and he was fine with you. This is why this is getting a little bit much. I think. This is why I think this is getting a little bit much for him. He met you, he saw you, he liked you. He was showing that he liked you.
Right. And it is something she has to learn how to handle. That is the father wound. We agree with that. And I'm sorry, Julia, this is going to ruin future relationships until you get therapy and learn to handle this. This is going to perpetuate through and through relationships how you see yourself. Because if this man is saying that he does like you and you're not hearing and seeing it, ain't no way you're going
He
to believe.
keeps saying,
But I'm gonna let you have the last word on them, Trey, and then we're gonna move on because we got lots of people.
I'm not saying Camille doesn't have his own issues because I have different issues with Camille outside of Yulia's own problems that she's trying to put onto him. Like Camille to me, which links back to the whole how he acts differently, and especially with the Bear group, Camille's a more of a follower type dude. He's finding every reason to latch on to what any of the other guys are trying to do and trying to ingratiate himself with the crew. That speaks to him personally. That's a whole nother bit to chew on.
Well, let's move on from that Camille to the other
Yeah.
Camille, the one that truly pissed me all the way off. See, this Camille pissed me all the way off. What do you
Why?
mean? Again, and I understand the Polish culture, it is closed. But when he actually verbally said, I don't want Malika because, she's from Kazakhstan. I don't want no new cultures. It was verbally put out there and in my face what the Polish people have been telling me, that they are closed culture and country. But y'all, I have to say, and this is why I'm saying it ever so gently, if you look at Polish history, what happened between them and Germany, what happened between them and Russia, you will understand a little bit as to why the country decided to close themselves off. Okay? But again, when he was like that, I thought this group of people, these young people, are the ones that are changing and are changing things. And then don't forget, he is a counselor. Don't forget, he is a counselor, counseling and helping people get on their feet. I see you there, Moondust Girlie. I'm going to bring you up. He is a counselor, and he pissed me all the way off. He's supposed to be helping people get their life back together. And y'all, I have to apologize, and I have to acknowledge those of you in my chat. I have to acknowledge y'all. When y'all were telling me MP and the struggle love with the student, I know he's going to school for free in Poland. But daggone it, MP, you need to have a freaking job. How are you living in Poland?
Thank you. I'm so sorry.
Oh God, here we go. Here we go.
Hold on. Hey, Moondust
Oh my
Girlie.
God.
I'm going to try and make this a little bit different so you're not hiding behind all four of them. But since we started,
you can put me behind the people. I don't care. You can put me behind the people. She can move her over to where I am. So I don't care. I'm telling you, I don't care.
Okay. Hey, Moondust Girlie. Since you popped up and I just had my whole thing, and Damian and his army of exes, and he wants to be wolf whistled. I know Poland. Y'all told me he's a comedian. I ain't found him funny yet.
Not
he ain't funny yet.
Wow.
Was he trying to imitate a wolf?
No, it's not him that was Aouen. It's Jacek was Aouen.
Okay. They look a bit similar.
And Marta,
Oh,
girl. Marta, and this is probably same thing with Julia and how, ethnically she's seen different. Marta is a plus size girl. Marta, over here, you ain't that plus size. Marta, you are a fabulous looking woman. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Fabulous looking woman.
Mm-hmm.
I like her tattoos though. I'm not gonna lie.
Her tattoos are fire. Because I really couldn't do it. But them tattoos are Marta, please understand your value in this real estate this real estate dating plane. Marta, you are a beautiful woman. So now I'm wondering, what are your red flags, Marta? Just not seeing the red flags and the F-boy and the upside down card? But Moondust Girly, what did you think about this love triangle in this pod? And we'll kick it off from there.
Well, this was bizarre. The first time that I saw Damian, I remarked that actually he was really good looking. And my partner watched it with me and he was like, oh, I really like his tattoos. He looks really cool. And directly after that, everything for me went south. And I just thought, oh man, you look so cool. Come on. Did you have to be like that? You look good. Why did you fail miserably? Like, he might as well wear a beacon on his head that screams, I want children and I don't care who gives me them. He was obsessed with having kids. And I don't know. I'm not a guy, so I don't know. Is that unusual for a man to be that sure they want kids? Like, maybe it's not. I'm not sure.
He want a baby making factory is what it sounded like. And he's telling her he ready with the fact that, I'm sorry, y'all. If you have children listening, I'm sorry. It was, to me, a little too much. And Marta, that's the first red flag you missed. Well, the first one in person. Telling the girl that your Jimmy is at attention. Yeah. I mean, these Polish men are acting like teenage boys around these girls.
It's quite weird that he said that. And to be honest, I'm not sure if it was him, but one of the guys said, like, I don't want the girl to have kids in case, or like, I want her to have kids, but like, she shouldn't get stretched out like a bag or something after she's had them. And
that was Damian. He said that to one of the girls.
Like, brave man. It wouldn't be me. Like, he's very lucky they couldn't see him because he probably would have gotten a slap upside the head. What the hell is he saying that for?
Not the underwhelming, Redu.
For punishment, going around saying things like that. Come on, no. He just wants to be disliked at this point, I think.
Well, he's a comedian, as they're saying. He's a comedian, so.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's a comedian, is what I'm told. He's a comedian. He's a Polish comedian. Okay.
I mean, he's not all that funny, but maybe he's hilarious over there. He's not funny to me, but he might be funny over there.
Yeah, because he tried to be funny with kissing her hand. Not funny.
Was he the guy that had to lie down because he had the boner?
Yes, and say his Hail Marys.
Weird. Because when he got up, I fully expected that like there would be something very obvious there, and there was nothing there. And I was like, did he just say that to try and be funny? Like, or maybe it's, he's not all that large. I don't know.
You're not growing or showing. Ari, don't hide. I was going to go to you next. Well, I guess we're going to Trey.
I was trying to have a picture. I was trying not to bust out laughing.
Okay.
Okay,
I guess it's up to me.
Okay.
I'm going to have to be the bad guy and bring us all to task. Okay. It's not that I'm not disagreeing with anything you ladies just said, because I kind of viewed it the same way. But then I had to pause myself. Different cultures view things differently. Okay. All right. So I'll say it like this. It can't be a red flag if you're into it too. Because it seems like it seems like to me Marta was feeling it just the same exact way he was feeling it.
She did laugh when he said it, and I didn't know.
So if it might look funny to us, but if she is reacting to it and like yeah, I'm throwing my hands up. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
She thought he wouldn't like her because she's a plus size girl. Just like
and he liked it, so she was with it.
That was weird for me. I found it so weird that she laughed when he started saying he had a boner. I was like, that's actually not funny. I don't know. I
Well,
think
we
maybe
For like
some
I
people,
said,
I don't know.
different cultures view different things. I can say something over here and go to another country, and it might not work because it's not the sensibilities.
It's just when you
No.
first met somebody, that's a bit full on.
Oh yeah, it's a bit. I mean, well, look at it this way. Elsa started this whole life by saying how Polish people like certain things, straightforward, straight up, this and that third. He was straight up, straightforward with
Literally?
his honesty, and she went, "Yes, I accept that. I like the fact that you have a boner. 'Cause that tells me you like me, so I'm good with it."
But you shouldn't need the
don't
boner
get
to
that
be
as a
telling me.
compliment because Damian said he got an army full of exes. It's gonna stand up for just about anybody. You ain't
Hey,
special.
like I said, it's going to look differently for us. It might not look differently for them. But I would call it out with you and say that it's just weird. It was weird when he said it. That's because it'd be weird over here if he would have said
Mm.
it.
Now, A Smooth 14 said yes. Damian is the Giovanni of this season. If y'all are around here, I cover Love Is Blind internationally, all over the place, and that includes Italy. So yes, it is the same voice actor for Damian. That is the same voiceover actor for Giovanni. That is the same voiceover actor for Ola from Sweden. That is the
Don't do
same
this.
voiceover actor.
Don't do this. That man just doing his job. Don't do this to him.
So to the gentleman who is the voiceover actor for the F Boys of each season, I would love to interview you. Okay. Hey KC Star, good to have you here. And A Smooth, I see you coming in here with that comment kicking in the door, and I love it.
Mhm.
Um,
Now, Reduce just said something which is absolute truth, which is the real issue that at least Marta, I was proud of her getting to. The fact of how, he was acting during the mixers, because this was the same issue that Yulia had with Camille,
Mm.
Same issue. Same exact issue.
F Boys.
Same exact issue. But you see, it was handled vastly different, usually by the
Didn't
man.
he say later that she didn't allow him to drink?
Which
Was
one?
that him? Marta. I thought Damien said later that Marta didn't allow him to have any drink. At
Yes,
the
he said
breakfast
the
mixer.
second mixer because
Yeah,
Poland
the
had
second
three
one.
mixes. Poland, I
Yeah.
have an issue with production, with all these people saying about their family's relationship with alcohol. Okay, the bad relationship with alcohol. Why are we having the
Yeah.
most amount of mixes that I have ever seen on a Love Is Blind vacation, and knowing at least one of the men has said in the pods that he had a negative relationship with alcohol.
It's protest. Can
Was that
he have
Yasik?
the
That was Yasik, right?
That was Jacek. We're gonna get to
Yasik,
Barbara.
yeah.
But Damien, Oh, Doris said she
Yeah.
didn't know about the voiceover actor because Doris said, y'all don't understand Polish, but I do. So I listened in the true language while y'all reading subtitles.
I get you.
Sorry, Doris. I know you didn't have that attitude. I have that attitude.
I mean,
Shannon, was
most
there
of the time,
anything?
I was gonna say it was the way when she did bring up the way he was acting like, in their words, a monkey around other people, and he actually explained. I did kind of like it, even though it was okay. This is my problem with the whole season that I think I'm gonna have with the whole season. All of this trauma bonding is getting
Ugh, it's
is
exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
this
So
is
tired.
Exhausting.
now. Let me explain myself. I'm a person that believes that not all trauma bonding is bad. You are a combination of what has happened in your life. Okay, period. We all are, whether good and bad. If you come across another person and in your conversation, you realize that, oh, you know what, we have lived similar lives, we have similar experiences, and it has caused you to come together and form a relationship, that's not all bad. The problem is when you're taking your said traumas and you're using it as a lens to not only view other people but also judge them in your relationship with them. It's part of projection. That's why I keep bringing this up all the time. These people, men and women, are projecting their own problems onto other people, and it's getting nauseating.
Uh,
It's getting nauseating. I'm like, what's going on here? This is crazy.
Mm.
This is crazy.
Ari, you want to talk about the grad student that left Chicago to go to Poland because grad school is free? So any of y'all doing your ancestry know that you could go to Poland and get your free masters, okay? But
I'm gonna keep it
That ain't a bad deal.
quick. I'm gonna keep it quick and easy. And I'm gonna go to Damien and Marta because, but yeah, no, I was thinking like because when did he ever say that he was in grad school? Or did it ever pop up that he was in grad school?
yeah, he
He talked about it.
He talked about it. You want
Okay.
to bring
I
your
missed
camera
it.
down a little bit so you're not hidden between the V. Okay, there
All
you
right.
go. There we go. Woo.
But
Yeah,
so,
we gotta see your
no,
face.
Hush, Trey.
Thank you. Slap him through the screen.
Yes, and he is Polish.
Mute him because I'm tired of please. Anyways, but yes, please. Like, 'cause I understood what Marta was trying to say, like her concerns, because she, like, I want to feel like I'm a party because like she's already settled, she's already built herself. I understand why somebody wouldn't want to have to rebuild with somebody else, and I mean maybe not entirely from on her end, but you would have to help him build. And if you're already built, it's going to be exhausting because it's like that could take years, if not, or months, if not years. And so I understand like she didn't want to build with him. Like I understand, like maybe there are going to be women who are cool with that, but I understood why she didn't want to because I could see that. Anyways, going to Damien specifically, I said this in the chat earlier, and both him and Jacek freak out to the max. I swear on everything I love, they need to get like medical castration because this is annoying. I am so sorry. It's disgusting to have to keep hearing a guy keep talking about sexual things every other freaking second. And that's basically what it is with them. I'm so tired of it. And him reducing her down to a baby making factor, like you said, I was like, that's exactly what I wrote in my notes. That's exactly what I wrote. And so, with all that said, while he's an overt problem, she's a covert one because she laughed at that BS. She laughed at it. That means she's okay with it. There's something going on with her that she's okay with that crap. And it's just, what is wrong with you?
It made her image because she doesn't think she'll be accepted or attractive by a man. So even if he just wants her to have his babies, he just wants her, and she feels accepted.
Right. And so
they obviously had nothing of substance to say though. If all they were
exactly
talking about sexual stuff, that was annoying to me. I was like, what are we discussing in here? That's not sexual. Is it anything, or are we just?
No.
To kind of touch on, another woman, Kinga was doing the exact same thing. She was talking very like all I saw, all of her.
Well, we're gonna get to Kinga.
But yeah, so just to kind of touch on her for a second, but yeah, like, so I mean, I kind of want to know because I feel like there's something going on in her, or something went on in her past that made her think that she was gonna accept that. And honestly, personally, I feel I said something in the one of the earlier episodes. I'm trying to find it. I feel like she's gonna end up. Something's gonna happen, and she's gonna end up not wanting to deal with that anymore, and then she's gonna maybe try to run back to one of the other guys she had a connection with, whether it's MP or Kamil or not. I don't know, but I don't know. I feel like she's gonna end up maybe. Well, that's what it was. She was if they don't get married at the end, she's gonna come out and say something about how she didn't like everything that he was saying, or he did something behind the scenes that she didn't like, that was really misogynistic or creepy or whatever. And even if they get married and she says that happened after the cameras go away and then comes back on the reunion and says that, I feel like at that point, I'm not really gonna feel that bad for her because we saw him act like this since the pods. So it sounds like this was a surprise.
Well, remember what we heard from Marta about her past. She was told she was too heavy to dance. And when she said dance with her partner, I do have the question, is it ballroom? Is it professional dancing? Or is it just a romantic partner dancing? I didn't get what it was. But remember
if it's ballet dancing, it would cause extreme mental trauma and anguish.
Yes. If
you
it's
have
ballet.
to look a very particular way. And I have heard, I don't know how true this is, but I've heard in Eastern Europe, if you don't look the way they think you should look, and you tell them, like, this is how my body looks, it can't get any slimmer. I've heard people say sometimes they might tell you, have you tried taking drugs to get even slimmer?
Right. We gotta camouflage those words too, Moondas girly. But yes.
Yeah.
You have to look a particular way in order to continue. But remember, and I'm going to bring this up with Damian. Remember what he said about the loneliest time in his life. We have to say things in a very coded way. Remember, his brother was self-unaliving. If you go, y'all, and research, and thank you to the Polish people in my comment section, it is very high in Poland, especially around the young people.
Oh,
very high.
Wow.
And it is really, really, for me, I'm looking at all, even though I'm saying stuff about the cast, y'all, I'm seeing all these people as survivors because I can see where they may have taken that option, and I'm glad that they did not. But there's too many of them have either parent, sibling, or themselves have an issue with alcohol. Hey, Shanice, good to see you. Or have someone who have unalived themselves. Again, this, if we're looking at this cast, thank you to the Polish people in my comments that telling me this is a lot of people's story, young people in Poland. It baffles my mind, but I'm not saying that for y'all to get sympathy for Damian, but for you to understand why he's trying to be the class clown, because he doesn't want to dive into those darker places to actually deal with the trauma and dredge it up and be able to live better, because he's the one that kept asking about the darkest place for Julita. He's the one that kept on asking, well, what happened with your deceased husband? What happened there?
Yeah.
I feel he's reduced to
and
a
she
story.
flipped out. And she flipped out over it.
Well,
because
no,
he let it go.
I would have told him about himself too, Trey.
Either way, I get why he was asking that. That's my point I was getting to. He obviously he understood that from a personal level, and he wanted to understand her more. But that's a soft spot for her, obviously, and which made her push back hard against them. Not saying she was wrong to do so. I can understand how that conversation broke down the way it did.
She probably didn't even want to date him because none of the ladies wanted to date Damian.
It was the first date. She didn't even know him yet. Again, we're projecting for later thing. That was the first date, first conversation they was having.
Trey, the first ladies' lounge when Damian was talking, all the ladies like, ew.
Yeah, because he's a bit much. I'm not arguing that. But my thing is, they're all kind of ew and a bit much. All of them in their own way.
Yeah, they are.
The thing I was going to say was Marta, and I was thinking of this when y'all were talking. Marta may have a somewhat savior complex about her.
Build a beer.
Sometimes I feel like when she's talking to him, because a couple of things is happening. When things are happening, she is challenging them. When she saw him acting a certain type of way at the missus, she did bring it up and challenged him about it. They spoke about it. He explained what Elsa just said, why he does that in group settings. He doesn't want to talk about the pain and going back through this, so he used humor and laughter and acting like the Joker or the clown or the monkey, as he called himself, to cover that. And then Marta went behind him and gave him validation and talked about that a little bit. And what was the first thing he said? Wow, no one has ever said that to me before. Wow. He had a real moment.
Whistling.
Yeah, no one's ever said that to me before, and you can see it in his face. It was playing all over his face, the emotion of it. Dang, wow, I've never experienced this. Right, like he felt even more for her. This is why I said earlier, he's acting a certain type of way. It seems off putting to us. It can't be red flag if she's feeling it. That's
Yes,
on
it
her.
is. We said
Normal
that. We
someone
said
to
that.
know about how it happened.
No,
The problem is he
I'm
didn't
sorry.
stop it. I don't
Speak
mind
up,
him
Mundas
wanting to know
girly.
about it, but when he kept asking too much, it was too intense. Ask once. If the person doesn't answer, do not continue to pressure them.
We
Yeah, and
get
Because
you.
I felt like he was projecting his feelings about him not resolving his issues onto her, and him like, well, it sounds like like you have unresolved issues. That's what it sounded like to me. And so I don't know.
it could
So
be
that's
Well, you're
because
right.
here's the thing, and you'll go next Trey. Here's the thing. Yeah, they both have someone in their life that has done that. So he may be trying to understand why his brother did it through trying to understand what her deceased husband, why he did it. But they ain't even in the same place in their life.
True.
Go ahead, Trey.
I was going to say, Ari, you're absolutely right. He was trying to basically tell her you have unresolved issues. Guess what? I agree with him in that term. She does have unresolved issues about that, and she's covering them up.
Yeah,
He wasn't
yes,
wrong. He was just wrong for what he was said in that moment because it triggered her. But the moment it happened, I went, he wasn't wrong. I could see it all over her face. It's unresolved. And it was probably just how you said it. She was speaking it in a term like it was a after note. It was just some story that happened. That's when she said it. When I heard what happened to her and got married 19 and
we're
had the
gonna get to
son
her. We're gonna
19,
get to
and
her.
I went, "Whoa, girl, what?"
We're
Nah,
gonna get to
and the
her.
way she was just talking about it, I was like, "Nah, this is too
We're gonna
much
get to them.
happening."
We're probably gonna get to them next. Rosho, yes, you missed it. We talked about MP. He the grad student from Chicago. Doris, who is from Poland, who is in our comment section, told us that he has a good Polish accent, except he has an American accent with his Polish dialogue. So yes, MP. It's something funny about him. How is he living in Poland? How's he making it work when he ain't got a job and he going to school for free? Okay, so he's not having that student debt, but he ain't doing much of anything. Hey, everyday Sarah, welcome on in. This is the first time I'm seeing you here, and you come in very, very lovely, saying Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Thank you, Sarah. And if you are a mother, and even if you are not, Happy Mother's Day to you too. Okay. Um. Yeah, we all seen it for a short period of time. Yep, their traumatic experience. They may have a different perception. Yes, and I wonder if they're not telling us that too. Okay. I think the overall feeling that MK didn't appear as much of a lifespan outside of his studies. Right, he didn't. He didn't.
He didn't.
Uh,
He was still in the middle of his studies, but he was he had accomplished that first. That was his life plan for at the moment.
Absence. I
Maybe
don't
he's
think
just not
Martin's
sure
giving
what he'll
him
do
grace
next.
as much as Martin's starting to manage Damian, and I don't like it. She's starting to be his mother.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. She told me I can't drink today. I can't get effed up. Remember how he started in? And I maybe, I don't like Damian, but again, my relationship to the animal that he compared himself to, my relationship to that animal is a little bit different. I will acknowledge that, and that may be why I'm testy with him. But his relationship to that animal is certainly different.
So
So
why would he want to get effed up all the time? I'm all for having a drink every so often, but why does he need to get
To
completely
cover the pain.
insensitive with her?
there
To
you go.
cover the pain.
There you go. Cover the pain.
To cover the
He don't want
pain.
to feel that pain.
That's
He don't
all
want
it
to
is.
feel the pain. And talking about pain, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the next dynamic. And I think the next dynamic is these four, but we're gonna take them two at a time. We're gonna take them two at a time. Okay? We're gonna take them.
The
And we're
rectangle.
gonna take them again two at a time. We're gonna start with Jacek and Julita. Since we talked about her, she is also another person who she said at 19, the father of her, she got married.
Yeah.
She had her kid, and then her husband and father of her kid unalived himself. all
That's
within
a lot.
6
6
months.
months. Yeah.
That's a lot to deal with. I'm surprised she's even still as okay as she is today, because that's a lot to handle, especially at 19. I wondered, like, where was her family? Was anybody around her to help her? At that age, you're so young still.
Well, here's the thing. The Polish people in the comment section, thank you all. They calling cap on her doing it by herself. They say no, 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 no. And there's somebody made a comment, and I wondered if this is from maybe someone who knows the father side of the family. They made a comment, and I was like, ouch. It sounded like, yeah, she wasn't alone because he has the dad has a family, and I was like, you sound like you know a little bit more than usual. And I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. But people are out here saying that she wasn't alone in this. She had support, because that's one of the things, one of the general things I have heard about Polish people is they're very much about community. What is it about Julita would have had her ostracized?
It sounds like she ostracized herself.
She said that circle is small.
Yeah. Sounds like she ostracized herself.
Ari, what was your, because Jacek is in a whole other playing field for me. He just be influenced all over. Yeah, Ari, what were your thoughts about these two?
Like with Damian, until he opened his mouth, I was cool on him. And then he opened his mouth and started being overly sexual, and I was like, because he looked like he wanted to tear off her clothes and get it on right there when at the review. I was like, anyway, I'm gonna move past that real quick because you already said my piece on it with Damian. Quadrangle BS with Filip and Daria. I was like, ugh, dude. At that point, like, that started dragging on, and honestly, I mean, I listened to them as much as I could, and I heard what they said, and all that, and I don't care about them. The only thing I really care about is maybe wanting to know what he said on the last day in Greece. Maybe if she's willing to share. If she's not gonna share, fine, I'll let it be. But other than that, I really don't care about any of these people.
Yeah, she was so insecure as well about the Daria saying that she thought Jacek looked good. I could say I think somebody looks good. It doesn't mean I want them. She automatically assumed, she's thinking he wants, he looks good. She wants to run off with him, and got really insecure, which I didn't feel was necessary. It's not like the girl was saying she actually wanted him, though.
But it's how she said he looked good, Moon Dust Girlie, and she don't like how her partner looked. That's the thing.
Wait, when we get to Daria, that's when we get to them. That's what we're gonna talk about. Anyway, go ahead, y'all.
Moon Dust Girlie, it's one way to say, hey, you look, he looks good, and it's one thing to say, ooh, he look good. There's a
and Julita knows it.
Yes.
Julita knows it.
As I showed y'all. Trey, what is your thing
I
about
suppose it's just she didn't make a move, I guess. That's why I thought it came across as insecure.
Oh, she made a move. She made a move. She definitely made a move. She opened that door. She left. She made sure to let him know that door was open.
I must have missed that part. Okay.
Even when she was conversing,
you know why? Hold on, Moondust. You know why? You know why you missed it, and this means you're a great person. Let me tell you why. Because you're not a player. Only true players will catch it. You are a great woman. I can tell right now. You are amazing. You are amazing. But unfortunately, people like me and Elsa caught it immediately because we may have had some player ways in the past. That don't mean we used it for evil games. It's just that we were trained very well. We were trained by others before us very well to recognize certain things so it wouldn't be used against us.
It was
but we caught it.
I think it's pretty
It
subtle.
was subtle.
That's why nobody's catching it. Because like I was like, I don't think I've ever really been a player myself. So that's why I didn't really catch it too well. But it seemed very subtle to me that she was trying to do something with him. And I was like, anyway, but we're gonna
Well,
ourselves.
when did that happen? Was it when they met up the first time? And
The first time,
yeah,
when she looked at him and they walked in, and when Daria and Jacek sat together talking, you saw him keep leaning away, and she keep leaning forward. She keep on doing the subtle flirty stuff. You saw it. It's kind of like, if this don't work out for either of us, you got my number.
Yeah.
It was
Listen.
subtle. It was subtle though.
How much? Listen, let me break it down for
Do
you.
you think she was
Okay.
being like obtuse or something when she was saying she didn't understand why Julita was mad with her?
No, she. Hold
Yes
on,
and no.
Ray.
That's a yes and no. Okay.
No, that she doesn't understand, because even though she has left little breadcrumbs, she has not told him to call her. She's only done
Exactly.
body language that she is receptive. She's never told him, hey, let's run off together. So she could be thinking, I didn't do nothing wrong. I just am like, I'm trying to see
Testing the water.
what. There you go.
Let's make sure we stay friends. But beyond anything else, let's make sure we stay friends. Why? Anyway, let me. Oh God, there's so much with these two.
You just had my man's heart in the damn pods. Why would I want you around him? He was just hugging a pillow in the pods because of you. Why would I want you around him?
And she told her that. If you remember, they were very open about this little rectangle they were in. So she knows all of this. But now the man is mine. The man is mine now. And I'm no fool. You're going to look at him and be like, because he's your usual type.
They'd be
Okay.
like Monica and Brandy. The boy is mine. In different parts of all the dances.
Listen, okay. Someone said it didn't. I think Rosha said she didn't see her. Yes, Yolita is a bit insecure as well. Okay. Now, I'll be honest with you. I caught the same sense as Yulia. As Yulia, I felt the same way with Yolita. She caught my eye first. I said, "Oh, okay, she's attractive," but it was very quickly. Very quickly, I was like, "Ooh, she's as big as a red flag as her red fingernail polish."
Damn.
Immediately, I said, "Nah, something, nah." And once she started talking to the men, you know, especially that conversation with Damian and others, and how she was coming off, I was like, "Nah, she's a no." Quickly, just for me, I was like, "Oh, she's a no. Get away." But she started building this relationship with Jacek and Felipe at the same time. Now I saw it with Jacek because somehow they have. I think just going to be. I think mentally they're on the same page. Actually, so that's why her connection with him was getting stronger.
Joke wise too, they're on the same page until he pissed me off.
Oh yeah.
Why are we playing with words? Allowing something.
I got a problem with that.
Your person to be calling you, telling other people that you got to arrest them, B-face, and you keep poking. This is the time for us to learn people and who they are and learn what we want out of this relationship. And y'all are doing a whole bunch of picking and poking the bear. At some point, the bear gonna wake up and start swiping at you.
Now, about the two main reasons why, and just it's my opinion, why she's having these insecurities. Okay, number one is what we just talked about earlier with Daria. She was just in this rectangle with her. She knows that she likes him. Okay, not to give the fact. Now I think she's suspecting this, but she doesn't know this. Now, the second reason is because she saw Jacek. He's attractive to her, and we had this happen last season in what was the last? Was that? Were we in Italy? What, Italy?
No, we were in Sweden season 3. Before that,
Sweden season 3,
Germany, and before that,
Sweden. The same thing happened in Sweden season 3. Once you get her, it could be it could be the prettiest woman in the world. Once she gets with a guy that she thinks is attractive, and she think other women's going to think he's attractive, they start acting a certain type of way, and we see it here again. Okay, she liked what she saw. All of a sudden, her confidence went out the window because she was a very confident woman all through these fives. She knows that she's one of the best looking ones out of there. She knows she's like top three. She knows it. But now she got a guy that could be in the top three with her. So it's like, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Now I really have to compete? Oh, I don't like this.
Now
I don't
she
like
gotta
this.
she gotta fend the women off of him.
Yeah, now she got the, nah, she don't like it. And it's with a woman that she knows that likes him. And knows that when she sees him, she's going to actually really like him. Now, here's the problem. Elsa, we got to bring this up. In the pause, the women, they did a great job editing this. The women were complaining that, oh, God, I don't know which guy to choose. I wish the men would go ahead and choose. Cut to the men. Felipe and Jacek is having a conversation. Felipe was the first one. He was like, you know what? I think I like Daria more. Jacek goes, thank you. Okay, that make it easy. Because I actually do like Julita more. Okay, cool. They made the decision, right? Jacek is going in with the date to end it with Daria. What happened? Daria convinces him to change his mind or to hold off his decision. I think you're being too rash. You know, you should make the right decision for you. You should hold off and think about it more. Now, this leads me to my problem with Jacek personally. He is too easily manipulated as a man.
Yeah.
He is too multiple times with the women and with some of the men. He is easily moved and manipulated. He can't stand on his own square. That's what we call it. You know, so you can easily sway him. This, which leads me to that what Elsie harped on earlier, the conversation that he had with Daria at the first semester. When she sat him down, he was kind of leaning back. She was leaning in. You could tell he was trying to keep it like, hey, you know, we made our choices. It's great. I'm happy. You're happy, right? And when he asked that, she went, well, you know, hold up. You know, how about we just, you know, we stay cool and be nice and smile up in his face. At this moment, I'm thinking, all right, Jacek, you need to cut this off right here, right now. Because he's not stupid. He can feel the energy coming from her. Because he starts to get flustered and starts rambling and talking. I was like, bro, you need to cut this right here and there. It's like, you know what? We can only be friends because I love, you know, Julita. That's just it. Boom, boom. End it right there. But he didn't. He allowed himself to be manipulated again and put on the shelf just in case she got to throw with Felipe away. And she knows Daria knows that Julita is I hate to say this, Daria knows that Julita can be a bit unstable if you push her enough or something. You can throw her off real quick.
It's not only unstable. I also need Poland to help me understand if Jacek is like this or if the men of Poland are like Jacek. How are women with children viewed? Okay? How
I got the impression that he couldn't make his own decision as well.
Again, exactly.
The guy to
this is why I said what I said.
I like the other guy, the girl. You can go.
This is why I said what I said. He is easily manipulated.
He
it all falls into that.
Either we have kids or not. You have a son already. Yeah, that's okay. That's cool. Again, you're right, Munda's girl. He was not making a decision. So he is not.
He was just here to get in where he fit in.
Yeah,
he was relieved. The other guy said it, and he was like, "Oh, thank you. Now I can just."
So he had to make a decision. He's not a good decision maker.
Not a decision maker. Ari.
I'm agreeing with Trey hard because I didn't even focus on
how the tables have turned.
Mute yourself. Mute yourself before I come over to Georgia and give you one for it.
It's all right, baby girl. Just call me. You already know what to call me. I got you. We gotta have a bit of
I
fun,
am
Ari. We gotta
not
have a bit of
gonna
fun.
tell you any longer to stop asking me that freaking question.
I
I'm
didn't
not
ask the
asking
question.
you no more. I'm not asking you no more. Stop it, or else
Okay.
I'm literally never coming up on these panels ever again.
Okay.
Because I know you're gonna come
Forgive
up.
me.
So shut up.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways,
Yulita and
yeah,
Jacek.
I was gonna focus more on Daria because it's like she just
Okay,
pissed
then
me
let's
off
go there.
with the whole thing. Because
Daria, set us off.
how are you going to demand this man to pause and think about crap, and then less than 24 hours later, you're dumping him? Make that make some sense. You did not want that man until you saw him, because you didn't. So make that make some sense. You're acting like what's your face with Aaron. I forgot her name, but the one who was fawning over Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Every time she saw him, even try to kiss him on the lips.
Juliet.
Yeah, whatever her name is, I don't care. She was doing the same thing, falling over that man once she saw him. So shut up and leave Philip alone, because you don't want that man. She basically confirmed it for me, because I was thinking pretty much ever since the reveal, she didn't like him facially because he's not overweight. He actually works out. So, because just like she works out, he works out. So they're not like from the neck down unattractive in that way. It's
She
just
was
his face.
overcompensating because he's not her type, and she did say that.
Exactly. Like he's not her type facially. She doesn't like his face. I'm sorry. She don't like his face. She may like everything below the neck, but she don't like his face.
No, she don't like his height, so everything below the neck included.
Well, she was
And he
like,
is
I thought you were
gorgeous, right?
shorter than. She's like, I thought you were shorter than you were. You're really 5'11". She really questioned his height. Like she couldn't believe that he actually 5'11". Which I'm not gonna unless I am getting concrete proof that he's anything less than that. I'm gonna believe him. So she tried to give every other excuse as to why she didn't like that man, but I just don't think that she likes him facially.
Well, she may not
lie
like
about
him.
his height as well.
She may not like him facially. Hold on, but here's my problem. And y'all, this is what I'm going to probably do a short about this. We in the pods, Daria is getting the men excited in the pods. Both Jacek and Filip are getting excited. Okay, for lack of a better term, that Johnson is at attention, and she keep pushing it. When Filip was having good conversation with her, she moved it. I'm wearing a ponytail.
Oh yeah,
I'm not wearing this underneath my dress. She kept pushing it physical. Yet, this does not justify Filip. It was not it. It's not it, but all roads led to we gonna get physical when we see each other, when we take this to the next level. So was Daria selling him a bill of fake goods, or it could be both. Or it could be both. Filip is just Mr. Too Handsy and don't understand waiting for consent.
Well, I think she was thinking if we get sexual, we don't have to actually be serious and deal with anything realistic. Let me keep it in the sexual where I'm comfortable, because then I don't have to actually get real and express any true feeling towards this man. And it looks
we don't know much
like
about
she was
her.
trying to convince herself.
I don't know anything.
She really did like him, and it was too much for me. Too much overcompensation. Leave that man go. You don't like him.
I think the answer to your question is both. She stole the Smegs, and so he thought he was purchasing the Smegs. So that explains his actions when he met her. That's what she sold him on. So he responded in kind. Doesn't make it right. I was shocked that he even said it. But then I had to think back to all of the conversations. How could he not expect it? That's what you base your relationship on.
And everything you say is sexual as well. If everything you say
that's what
is kind of intimate, what does that say about you? You're not very interesting.
You base this relationship. You base your relationship off of Smeg. So why are you surprised that he's responding in kind? That's what you sold him on.
Y'all,
Yeah.
here's our Polish correspondent, okay? I'm sure Daria doesn't like his body because look at her muscles. He doesn't even have half of that. I saw half a rat. That's what I saw. When but Doris also knows about the family. She said her dad is also bulked.
Mhm.
I saw
So
that.
Daria's
He's
used to
Listen.
muscle men.
ridiculously muscular.
Every time she had her arm around his neck, I thought, boy, she about to choke you out, son. Be careful. About to choke you out.
No, we know some of you men like women with strong arms.
More to pick up
But
the floor with, right?
Philip has many insecurities, y'all. Just like we talk about Marta with her weight, we
Mm-hmm.
learned that Philip was overweight himself. He has
Mm-hmm.
stretch marks, which we see it as stretch marks, and he says scars. Is that a translation issue? Doris, let me know.
No.
Is that a
I don't
translation
think
issue?
so.
Does he see it? Did they say he had stretch scars, or is it stretch marks? Because he put
I
tattoos over them to hide them. What
I
is the
assumed it
issue with
was
stretch marks?
I assumed it was
Well,
marks.
Maybe he
But
thinks they look unattractive in a man. I don't know. Maybe we're more used to seeing
well,
women who have had kids.
medic.
Maybe.
Let me just say, medically, they would, just purely medically, they would be considered the same thing. It would be classified as body scarring or body stretching. It's classified as the same thing. So it could be used interchangeably, So, but either way, he looks at it a certain way, and he tried to hide it because of it after he lost the weight and whatever.
Mm.
So, you know, same thing. It
Thank
basically,
you, Redo. Philip's job is confusing all of us. Is he an
yeah.
engineer because he did his whole thesis, or is he a steward / flight attendant? You went through all of this. You lost your sight. You did your engineering stuff. Yet, no offense to the flight attendants, Mama Elsa is a flight attendant, or was until Spirit went bankrupt. But and you an engineer, and you still flying in the skies. What are we doing? It's
At least he's not
screaming.
flying the
You are
plane,
an
right?
F boy trying to hand out buddy passes. That's what it's screaming.
At least he's not flying the plane, right?
Listen. I had that. This was my main issue with Philip. Right? He was coming off a certain type of way. I was like, okay, he a wannabe F boy because I don't think he a real F boy like that.
yeah,
He a wannabe. He is handsome enough to pull in chicks. Don't get that twisted, but he's still a wannabe F boy. Okay,
Mhm.
but things flipped for him when he actually saw Daria. Now he's fully invested in her.
Mhm.
He's fully invested. He likes her, he wants her. And he can tell that she's not invested in him fully. So now his insecurities is coming out. Okay.
Mhm.
The reason, even though I felt for his story, even though we still have questions about it, I felt for his story. The reason why I didn't like it was because once again, and he was the main culprit of this I saw, he was using his trauma to elicit some type of emotional response for this woman, for her to feel sorry for him. And it did work to a certain extent. Like when he told that story, the way he was telling it, he saw it was affecting her and he went head on more deep into it.
Put sauce on it.
Yeah. And she responded in kind. The crazy thing is, and I'm gonna show a little bit of toxicity when I say that, he might have had no choice but to do that because he could tell this woman was not liking him. What can I do to get her emotionally invested in me?
So he's an emotional manipulator. Then when he grabbed her ass cheeks on the reveal and kind of looked like he grinded on her, then called her a hot piece of ass to the. That told me all I needed to know
was
about
I
terrible.
him.
forgot about that. I forgot
It
about
was
that.
terrible.
The
Disgusting.
dress was too revealing at the reveal.
He said there isn't much left to your dress now, is there?
Huh.
And what it looked
Then
like,
when she
but
turned
Yes.
I don't
around,
know.
we saw her whole booty. I was like, wow,
Moon
you
does. Her
really
ass was out.
really is looking for this dress.
I'm, I'm so okay. We gonna say this again. It doesn't excuse what he did, but we gonna say this again. If you out here selling smags, why are you surprised when you get that in return? When you get that energy return? I'm sorry, it was a beautiful
Exactly.
dress, but her ass cheeks was out. Even I went like,
All the
wow,
time. And it's all the time because even on the
yes.
pre-honeymoon, it's you saw her butt cheeks all the time. Like what?
And she ain't
Apparently,
got
the
much
men
of it
don't.
anyway.
Trey,
But
apparently the men
still,
don't like the muscles, y'all. The men don't like the muscles, according to Doris. The men don't like the muscles.
yeah,
Anyway,
you gotta be a certain type of dude because it is. She looks great. She is in shape, but
and yeah,
it's a
she's
bit much, even for me. I don't mind a fit woman, but even I had to go. Whoa, she kind of like. Hold on, I'm gonna have to arm wrestle her for real. I don't have to think that. Like,
Only because she could take you. That's your masculinity calling
nah,
into
she
question.
can't take me.
damn.
Nah, she can't take me. I ain't worried about that. But it's just kind of weird.
I'm clutching my
I
pearls. You
ain't
ain't
wor-
even talking to me.
nah. No, it's funny. I ain't worried about her taking me. The problem is, I know her mentality. She's gonna want to test it and see if she can take me. We ain't playing that game. It goes right in that same boat of Jacek and Julita doing this whole back and forth jokey, pushing the boundaries against one another. It goes to the like you said it last night, Elsa. It's like play fighting. You got to be careful when you
Trey,
play fight with one another. Don't do that. Go
Trey, you
ahead.
telling people what we talking about in the membership. I'm watching
Hey,
you.
I get it, but we need to bring that back up because it was important. It's
He needs to give
important
her a
what you
little taste
said.
to get them to see it.
He
Yeah,
does
come
give them
on,
a taste of what we talking about.
yeah,
Is
and
it
come on
really
back
that much
behind
of
the
an
behind the
issue that
paywall, y'all.
people
Come on
want to
back.
live where she lives?
Hold on. So
That too. That's another thing.
we didn't talk about where we're gonna live in the pods, and we supposed to be getting
No,
married.
They ain't
they
talking
talked
about
about it.
anything
It's
except
just
sex.
they
They
talked
ain't talking
about it. It just was.
they
But
And
why
they're
here's a
is
just
it
talking
that
question
he'd
for
about
the
have to live
panel.
where she lives? Could they not live somewhere else? Like, why does it have to be where she lives only? That's
And
how it
some of the
comes
Polish
across.
people told me that they're confused about this Tri-City. They don't understand what this Tri-City he talking about. But that if it is a certain place that is 3 hours away from where she is, and that people who aren't in Warsaw do talk about it, in a negative way. So panelists, would that ass grabbing made the USA cut, or would they have been concerned about a lawsuit?
Oh, they definitely would have been concerned with a lawsuit. There's no way they'd allow that.
yeah,
Mhm.
we as much as I don't really talk about Smix on here when we bring up the topic or go too depth into it.
Innocent
Like,
ass.
yeah, we're a bunch of prudes to be quite honest, as Trey would like to say. So I mean,
Not
Mhm.
innocent though.
We like we like to talk about it, but we also try to stand behind this moral standpoint when it comes to
right,
visually see it. That's the problem with the rest of society.
yeah,
They want to talk about it a lot, but all of a sudden, when it comes to actually seeing the actions of it, oh no, moral
yeah,
standards, all of a sudden come out the woodworks. That's the
yeah.
problem
Because
with it.
like, to kind of bring up a movie that I movie series that I watch, the 28 Days Later series. They recently had a 28 years 2-part 28 years later, and they had visuals of the male form in both of those movies. And as an American, I'm not used to seeing that. So I'm just saying, like that's because that series is a UK based film series as far as I remember. So yeah, we're not used to seeing anything like that on screen. So it
That's
was
why I keep saying
definitely
different countries, different strokes. Be careful. We have to kind of frame how we talk about certain things. I'm like, okay,
Careful
how do they
now.
do things in this country? Because I know we're going to look at it differently.
Right, but Doris is
So
saying it's a long distance relationship where they are, and she said it's well known where it is. I'm not even going to try to
mhm.
say it, Doris. Those three cities, but
Thanks.
do Polish people like having long
Dasnik,
distance relationships?
hold on, I'm gonna try it. Is Dasnik, Danaya, and Ospa the doors? Is that right? I might have got
The
that wrong. I don't know.
pronunciations of Tremac is not those of El Cid. Okay, so if y'all talking about how your
Yeah.
cities are pronounced or not
Unless I get them
pronouncing
right.
correctly, that is straight. No, even if you got it right, that's fine.
I got you.
Right. No one
No
would stay in
one.
Warsaw and commute to work daily. Well, she's an office manager. She really can't change where she is. He may be based out of close to the Tri-City Airport, but I would be like, why would he want to be in Tri-Cities Airport and not the international airport by Warsaw? That to me is like, what is he doing? Only domestic flights? Where is he flying to? So I'm now watching him through the eyes of a child of a flight attendant. Like, why are you at the smaller airport, the regional airport, and not at the international airport?
He might fly the 10 private flights.
Maybe they don't trust him to fly international because of his eyes.
Ooh.
Now that's messed up, Moondust. That was messed up.
Look what he
That
did
was
here with a
messed
fellow
up.
Polish woman. I wouldn't want him around other women of other nationalities.
I thought Moondust was so nice. Oh my God.
She is nice.
You really thought so? Okay, that was your mistake, Trey Mac. That was your mistake.
The stab shocked me.
Well, it came across that he was telling her that about his eyes to use her because when he realized, oh, she doesn't like me, I better gain a bit of sympathy here. Let me tell her something that might make her cry and feel a few things.
And it did. And it did.
Ooh, we want to know what airline does he work for? Doris, we gotta look. We gotta look at Tri-City and see what airlines fly out of there, Michelle, because y'all know Michelle is our flight attendant. She is international. She is,
Air.
let me not start naming the airline he works for because it would not be. It'll be called Hands Air. I'm sorry, Trey. There's one of your but y'all realize this is an edited, produced show. Filip has been talking to other people. He has probably shared his story to other people. Okay, not the Ryanair. Y'all, Ryanair is like AirTran here in America. Okay, or what AirTran used to be, not Ryanair. But realize what we are being fed information about these folks. Daria is a whole red flag with the way she carried on with these men, knowing they're making a decision, and that he's a whole red flag, thinking that means it's a whole green flag when we see each other, that I can be handsy and do whatever I want. I hope that we don't go too far on the deep end of him not understanding consent, because y'all realize now
if you're giving them all up for free.
Right, but he realized he made a mistake, because what did he say when they first met up in Greece? I thought you were going to dump me. So he has realized he did too much, and he adjusted, and now he ain't doing a lot of anything.
Of course. He's reacting to what he's been given. He was given the Smiths talk, so he responded in kind, and then found out, oh, this is not working. So now he's just trying anything to stay on. And it's not working really still, because she don't like him.
Trey, have you ever told a woman that she's so fine you would be with her or her mama?
No, that's stupid.
That's weird. Weird AF.
Ari, your thoughts?
I missed that part because I'm like, as you can see by my face, I'm like, that's like I said, the men are freaked out in these here streets. Polish.
Now her mama actually tried to date me, but that's a whole different story.
So yeah, they need to be medically castrated, because at this point, I know what Doris is saying is these men are. I know these men are corny, but like they need to be medically castrated along with the women apparently, because I mean, apparently all of them are just very corny. I'm replacing the H with a C, if y'all catch my drift, by the way. So. I'm just
right.
saying.
She stopped because they had gotten back their phones.
Yeah.
So he had to have seen what her mother looked like.
And did Philip say that he basically didn't want to have his family meet her? Basically, in a wrong I'm like,
he's not in good terms with his family.
Yeah,
no, he's not. Okay, and why? We need to know why. Why is Philip's family not in good terms with him?
He was worried about that when he got the phones back. He kind of mentioned that,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm worried about this family thing. I'm like, what's going on with your family?
Is that why he
Like,
stayed gone in the air? That's why he flying to stay away from the
Not he.
family.
maybe,
He want to get in the
maybe.
air
Is
so
it like
bad that
Spirit
he's.
Air?
Um,
They
uh,
say
I
it's
got to
more
get
like
away
Spirit
from them.
Airlines. Michelle will know better. She is in the industry. So if Michelle says it's more like Spirit, Ryanair is more like Spirit, I agree
dang.
with Michelle because I wouldn't know. Okay.
Not that they assume he's not a serious person. Dang, I guess. I
Ooh, and how
mean,
his past relationships look like. Ooh, he not serious.
is he really a
Yeah,
F
maybe
boy
that's
then?
why his
Because
family is tired of him.
is he truly an F boy then? Because it's like
He is
make
sounding
doors
like an F
shut.
boy, or he wants to be an F boy, but he may be
Because
too
that's my
short to
point.
be an F boy.
Nah, shortness ain't got nothing to do with it.
No, it seems like his height is a stinger, Trey. His height is a
For
stinger,
her, no, she's using it as a stinger. There's a big difference.
but it's
She's
hitting its
using
mark.
it as a stinger.
It's hitting its
Yeah.
mark.
Well, did it because when she said it, he kind of looked at her like, "Are you cool?" That's what. Okay, whatever. Nah, so it didn't really hit. I just took it as what it was. Okay, you're looking for excuses. You're looking for excuses, and he
And
caught
yes,
that part.
Redu, he is hiding. Philip
Mhm.
is hiding a lot. He says about his
Yeah.
weird relationship with his family, weird stuff with the family. He just is like doing everything to tap dance. So you keep your eyes on
Mhm.
his feet so you don't see what's going on around you.
And he tried to tell her as well, oh, it's okay that we're not talking to them. We can just go ahead and get married. And it's like, well, no, she's going to have to
Listen,
meet your family. You can
And the
dance
they
he
with
are
said
them,
there
but
may
both
be
you can't
so
nobody in
force
my
bad.
them to
family
meet.
at the wedding.
They are both so bad that they're perfect for one another.
Mm. Mm.
Oh,
Mm.
God.
That's the
No.
ironic part. That's the ironic part, though. It's like,
She could do
That's
the
just how I
bodybuilding
see
and
it.
he got the body passes to get her to
They
the
are
competition.
both so bad that they're actually perfect for one another. And the
They
funny
are.
thing is, we might see that. I'm getting bad vibes that we might see this with this couple. It's so bad
Well,
that they just work with one another.
well, they make it to the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
really.
make it to the wedding we
right.
see. Okay. Hey, Kim Booney, welcome on in. This is your first time here. Love your avatar. Are those flowers you just received today for Mother's Day? Did he mention being blind at 1.2? Yes, he did. We
He
talked
did.
about that. We are
Yeah.
confused as to
Manipulation
whether he's an
station.
engineer or a flight attendant. And if he's an engineer, like he said, why in the heck is he still a flight attendant?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he likes the freedom. I don't know. Does he have a girl at every stop?
Mm-hmm.
He
That's
may
the
have a
hard
girl at every, stop. He
watch
may.
or
Possible.
whatever.
Possible.
But yes, he did lose his sight, and we're saying that he used that story to elicit a reaction from her to get sympathy since she ain't really feeling him. That he actually used it as a manipulation tactic.
Mm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
Trey Mac's thought. Oh, there's a Polish podcaster who got messages from exes of contestants. Ooh, ooh. Sorry, surname pronounced it, is asked his girlfriend to watch his dog because he's going on the show. I remember. So it's Lubix. Okay. One of the other contestants, I remember it was he'd asked his girlfriend to watch his dog. He's going away, and it turns out that he said on a work trip, but he was going on Love is Blind.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
trip.
Broke up with her when he got back from
Oh
the
wow.
Oof.
Now that's
Wow.
diabolical.
Highly.
I tell you this. I'll say this, and I'll use it as for else if you want to use it as a segue. Daria did use her smash talk skills in the correct way, unlike Kinga,
Mm-hmm.
which leads you to Malika and homeboy, my homeboy,
Krzysztof.
Krzysztof.
Now, Doris,
Mm.
you better tell me because people were sending me their voiceovers about how to say it, and they say it's not Christoph. I have to say
It's
Krzysztof.
Krzysztof. It's Krzysztof.
So here's the thing. What Trey Mack is saying is that um Kinga is crawling and Daria is running. Kinga,
Mm.
we
Yes.
were introduced, is talking to the men, and she has a very sultry, very invoking voice. It brings them in like sailors to the cliffs. Okay,
Yeah, they
it
were
has
all
got a
Hmm.
talking about her.
siren
Oh.
song. And
Hmm.
Krzysztof liked her. But when he heard the other men also like her, he backed off because his ex, he didn't want to feel like he had to fight because he heard all the other men say, I'm going to fight to the end for Kinga. He didn't want the competition.
Is that weak of him or is that a good thing? I couldn't tell.
You know what? No, you know what? I probably should answer that first.
Oh, you might be the only one to answer that. But Malika, we also have an issue with you.
Oh, Malika is a pain in the ass. Oh
But
my god.
Hmm.
Trey, answer her question.
To answer your question, it depends. Honestly, it depends on how you want to view it. From his standpoint, it's going to be used as a strength because that's exactly how he's flexing it.
Mm.
He uses it as a strength for his standpoint. I said this in our little privacy last night, but it's one point I wanted to bring up about him. This is a man. Christoph is a man who knows and practices emotional regulation, but he uses it in a way to manipulate and harm women. I wouldn't say harm, but he would use it against women.
Mm.
That's his red flag. Now, here's the problem with it. It's gonna, in a lot of cases, especially with Malika, because she's making it easy for him to do so,
Damn.
he's gonna look to be in the right.
Mm.
But we're gonna miss all the instances where he actually sets it up to be that way.
Mm.
You know, so it's a little weird. He knows his value. He's not wrong about that. He knows how to speak and talk emotionally and sensibly and express how he's feeling. Not wrong about that. But he also
Mm.
will use it. He also will use it and weaponize it when he's not quote unquote getting his way with you as well.
Mhm.
The problem is Malika is making it, and Kinga to a certain extent made it very easy for him to do so. It made it
Mhm.
very easy.
Now, Doris,
Mhm.
our Polish
So
correspondent, says that Kinga's voice sounds like AI and that she could really read audiobooks. Now, Kinga, I think, knows the power of her voice.
Oh yeah,
Men
she
flock
used that.
to her voice. Now, it's not just her voice. She was also having suggestive conversations like Daria. It was overly physical. And yes,
mhm,
the one positive thing I could say about Krzysztof through all of that is he saw through the haze. He got
yes.
past that. Okay, you want to talk physical? Yeah. That'll come eventually. So give me some insight to you. He had some very insightful questions for Kinga, yet y'all realize Malika dominated the whole conversation. He really couldn't ask questions. And even when
Mhm.
Malika stopped to give him an opening to ask, Krzysztof didn't even ask.
Maybe he
No,
was tired
because
of all her questions.
Maybe he was tired,
no,
Ari.
not yet. He wasn't tired from the questions. In the beginning, Christoph Christoph in the beginning saw it how I saw it. Malika was the clear choice because Malika was the only one who came in with an actual good agenda of trying to get to know someone with her own questions.
Yeah.
She was actually trying to view the situation. Okay, how is this going to look if our insurance, how you feel about children, religion, how do you want to live? She was asking real questions. So it was like, okay,
What's your blood type? Do
okay,
you have
I
good
like
teeth?
this.
Oh.
Yeah, some of the questions are a little
Trey, though,
routine.
no, she was treating him like a brood mare. I'm sorry.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Mhm.
but it was done in a way that a lot of dudes normally wouldn't recognize that first. Kinga was little easier to recognize.
Yeah.
That's why he saw through it first. Also, this is why I made the difference between Kinga and Daria. What really set Christoph off was the fact that when the men were talking about Kinga, when they got into a deeper conversation about her, they realized that she was saying some of the same things to every man she was talking to. So she was
Mm.
running the same play lines. And so he looked at it like, wait a minute. She told you that same thing. She told him that same thing. She told me that same thing.
Mm.
Any
And
person, man or woman,
pain in the ass. Oh my god. It was like a
any
job
person.
interview. And she
And
was
see,
just so controlling and just obsessed with how everybody is going to view her and how she's going to look, and they must look perfect. And he needs to dress this way. And it was very me, I, nothing to do with him. I mean, he may as well have not
Hmm.
been there. No, I'm
Yeah.
tired. My social battery is drained. We need to leave because of me. There was no question of how are you doing? Are you having a fun time? Do you like it? And I don't know if anybody caught this, but the guys were mocking another guy who's not Krzysztof. And they said, well, we can tell you definitely don't have a controlling wife because you dressed yourself. You don't look too good. And I
That was
thought
Damian.
that was
Hmm.
really,
Damian,
but she's
his colors were clashing.
controlling. I
Hmm.
couldn't be with somebody who'd like make, me change so many times. To be honest, it's lucky they're not me. I wouldn't be with the
Oh,
person after that.
Moondust
It's
girl
actually a
only to go
little
back to
worse
the
than that.
original shirt. Only to go back to the
It's
original
actually,
shirt is
yes,
weird.
and just
What a
change the
jerk!
shoes. All she
What
do
a
is change the
dick
shoes.
move! Like, who does this? Like, get in the bin and live there.
Like
Why
But
are you
but
like?
it
I
was a
would
little
You're like this,
worse.
and then you have to wear that. Go away. I don't have the energy for that nonsense. By
It
the
was a
time
little
she's done,
worse
she'd be
than
a big
that.
old man.
It was a little worse than that because it just one of my pet peeves. When I caught her in a straight up lie, that's when I went, "Wait a minute, what's going on here?" Because the lie was even so unnecessary, and it was a terrible lie to tell. Why is she sitting here at the mixer? She knows nothing special happened between her and Kristoff. All they did was cuddle. But when Marta was the one that brought it up, say, so who else have done to do? All of the rest of the ladies played it off. It was like, oh, you don't even know that, which I expected to happen. Malika's the one that jumped out into the street and said, oh, yeah, we did it too. It was great. Then they cut to Kristoff, and he answered the same question Damien asked, so they appointed Marta and Damien to be the leaders of this. If you notice, they appointed them to ask all the questions. So Damien asked the same question. And he goes, nah, I didn't, because it made it a joke, because it was a big joke that he might be sleeping on the couch the first night. He's like, no, I didn't sleep on the couch. We cuddled in bed, but nothing happened. And then they
But what
cut to
was
the scene to show us that made sure that nothing happened. So I was
what
like,
was
why
the
is she
deal of her
lying?
showing him the couch? I didn't understand her showing him the couch.
She made it a joke. It was a joke. It was a
It was a
bad
joke,
joke.
but I
That's all that
think they had a
was.
conversation that she may not be comfortable with him sleeping in the
Mm-hmm.
bed with her the first night, which is totally
Mm-hmm.
understandable. So I
It's
think she
fine.
She's
probably
so
made it
stressful.
she made it a joke so that if he is sleeping on the couch that night, that we wouldn't judge it too far. I couldn't give a dang. If you're not comfortable, that's fine. That moment gave me, y'all remember Germany, Tolga? Y'all remember Tolga and
Mm-hmm.
Sheila? When she's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, everything's wonderful, it's fine, he's so fantastic. And he's sitting over there with the boys, I'm suffering every
oh,
single
that
Exactly.
day. It is
scene,
the worst.
that scene, I
Exactly.
was like, not them having two
Exactly.
separate different views
I
on
know.
their relationship. I was
Exactly.
like, I was like, that
Exactly.
is terrible.
That is exactly
Straight
what we have
lied.
here.
Straight lied. And I have a problem with liars. That's one of my pet peeves. Don't lie. Like,
I need
oh,
I need to
Yeah, especially
know
if it's
more.
unnecessary. Like,
It,
For
right,
somebody who's so
it's all
obsessed with how she looks, she doesn't care if people see if she's honest or not.
no,
It's
no,
all
nobody's
aesthetic
called her
to
out.
her, which is
because
very
they haven't
nice.
caught her yet. Only we can catch it because we see the whole context of the situation. It'll catch up with her later on. It'll catch up with her.
Because eventually he's going to snap. He eventually won't be able to take the whole, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do the other. And her
He's
friend
not a
comes home,
snapper.
I'm getting engaged. Here's my ring. I don't like it, but I'm going to change it. And then her friend said, can I even see the guy? Is he still going to be here in 2 days?
Yes.
It was like, yeah, my friend
Yes.
knows he's full of ish.
The friends
That's why her
knows.
friend was like, come on, no.
Kristoff is not a snapper though. He's not a snapper.
Are you sure? Are you sure he's not like a secret snapper?
No, he's
No,
gonna ice her
it's not a
out.
snapper.
He's gonna ice
Exactly.
her out like he did in the pool.
And yes,
True.
thank you, Elsa.
True.
Let's
Okay.
talk about that because
Oh,
that was
yeah.
integral to his personality. I'll ask this question generally again for the days. Who do y'all think is the alpha male out of this group?
Why are you bringing up membership conversations
No,
out here in public?
I was going to bring this up today anyway. This was one of my talking points. This has been playing because it explains the whole entire group
We talked
and
about
how
this
they move and
last
act.
night in the membership, and we were raw and unfiltered about it.
And what's wrong with him
We're
wanting
gonna
his
clean
own
it up a
space?
little bit. We're gonna clean it up a little
We'll
bit,
clean
but
up.
it's
We're
a
mixed
good
company.
question.
I mean, what's wrong with him wanting his own space anyway? I found her too
No, it's the way.
intrusive.
Come on, who does girl? You
No.
know
No,
that.
yeah,
She's
it was
like,
the
well,
way
you're not
he
gonna
did
talk.
it.
No,
It
I'm
was the
not
way
gonna
he did
stay
it.
here. He's like, well, okay, bye.
he was punishing her.
But then her
He was
response
punishing
No.
her
What we
because she
know
failed the
was that
test.
Yes.
she
He
has
said
a
he's
list of questions to ask him, and that's all she ever says to him. I wouldn't want to be speaking to someone like that either.
But he's
If I
not
know
using
that the
his
person
words.
is
That's
always
the
going to be asking
problem.
me things, why
He's
am I
not
going to
using
want
his
to speak to
words.
someone?
He's not
He
using his
should.
words. He's actually
again.
saying anything.
I
Yeah,
don't
he
think
should.
he has an issue with her question taking. The main issues that he has brought up is two main ones. The first one is that she's being a little bossy and controlling. That's number one.
Little.
Number two, she is acting differently. It just sounds familiar. She's acting differently in public than she is behind the scenes. Those his two main issues that he has brought up with her. That's it.
Mhm.
So her asking questions, he don't mind that. He actually likes questions because he's cool with that because he's
Yeah,
not
but it's
afraid
not
to
the
answer
same
those
ones.
questions. Doesn't matter. He's fine. Her the way she comes across things, if you notice, they do have very similar thought processes.
Right.
That's
She's
why they
more
kind of
vocal.
connected.
Maybe
Yeah,
he
she's
just
just more
doesn't
vocal
express
about it, but they
himself.
think the same.
But I think she lying that she don't know how to cuddle. I'm sorry. I think
What?
No, she
Malika is
lying,
putting on a whole personality to us.
Yeah.
and he's
Yeah, that was
clocking that.
weird.
That's the
Everybody knows
problem.
how to do that properly.
Yeah, because I mean, I've always like the entire 5 episodes. I was thinking there is something off with her. Like I can't put my finger on. There's something just wrong with her. Like I just, I mean,
It's
because I'm a little bit more like Moon Dust girly here, where like I was feeling some type of way about the questions because it's like it felt more like an interrogation or a job interview. But if he likes it, then okay,
mm,
fine. I'm not gonna put up too much of fuss. But yeah,
It's just irritating to watch.
yeah, for me too. It's a little irritating to watch, but I'll leave that be if he likes it and all that. But
He don't
yeah,
like it. He's now thinking he made a
he just
mistake. He's thinking about
yeah,
Kinga now.
yeah, and
Maybe he
of
just
course.
doesn't express that he doesn't like it properly.
I just think that his main problem is that she's very I want to say domineering, but then I don't want to say domineering, but because I feel like that's a negative connotation.
You can
What is
say
going to
it.
happen? What is going to
You
happen
can
if
say
he
it.
says, "No, I'm not changing my shirt"?
Yeah, there's like,
True.
like
They'd be
what is she
over.
gonna do
It's
if I
her
say
way or
no?
the highway.
Like,
But he's
yeah,
never gonna do
exactly.
that.
No, he's never
That's
going
her
to say
zodiac
no.
sign.
He's never gonna do that because that's not how he operates. Like you said, that thought process went across his face while he was changing his shirts. But look at what he did. He was like, you know what? I'm going to appease her. I'm going to see how far she's going to take this. So he
I wonder
changed his
what
shirts three,
zodiac
four,
she
five
is.
times. He changed his shirt 3 or 4 times, changed his shoes. I'm going to let you do it this whole time. But he was clocking every time she did it. He was clocking it all
Mm.
to
Because
the
it'll
point
make you
where,
feel like you aren't enough, like you're not good enough, that they have to change you.
yeah, the point is, he's going to use it. He's not going to crash out on her. He's not going to raise his voice. But he's going to get to the point. He's like, listen, we're going to have a conversation. I don't
I
feel
need to
like
ask this
this
of Poland.
relationship is working for us.
I need to
Yeah,
ask this of Poland. What is her how was Malika migrated to Poland? Is there an understanding with Kazakhstan? Is there
well,
a country relationship there? Because she
she
said she
said
came with her ex.
that's what I was gonna say. Like she came with her. Like I think she
And
just
she's
came
not there on a
followed
visitor
him.
visa.
I think she came because she followed the ex because she was in
And
love
you
with
can't
him.
just come to a country following an ex.
Well, I think that's what happened though. I think that's what happened though. She did.
But you
She
have to have a
followed him.
visa, Ari.
I get that, but I think she got the visa because she was in love with the ex. That's what I'm
That ain't gonna
saying.
fly in immigration office. You have to have a
She don't
reason to come to
care.
Poland.
She don't care. Like I don't think she cared. I think she wanted to follow the ex because she was in love with him, and she got it any way she could. And so they and honestly, I personally think that her whole attitude is more than just the ex. I think it's a combination of things, but I mean, the ex maybe was a big part of it. Perhaps, I don't know. But yeah, I think she came to Poland because of the ex, solely because of the ex.
Right,
There's no
right.
reason
She
for her
came
to
to
come
Poland
here.
to follow him, which we should not
Yeah.
do, ladies, following any man to any country or city. Okay, Doris said that it's fiction. Give her a second. She going to type it in. But yes, now we understand why the ex ran. Not why he cheated, but why he ran. Because if I
It's
can't
somewhere
walk
on
to
the
the
highway.
bathroom or walk around this bedroom barefooted, I gotta wear slippers every daggone time. Or you gonna say I have dirty feet? We have a
Oh
problem.
yeah, I was like,
In
ugh,
reality,
really?
though, who's actually that ridiculous? I mean, I wondered, was that for TV? Is anyone actually that pedantic? I mean, maybe they are,
Yes.
but get life.
Yes, if they have, and
Yes.
I'm not diagnosing her, y'all, but people with OCD, Moondust girly, they pay attention to all that.
Right.
They need to
Yeah.
all off. I don't care about your OCD.
Right. I need to know because there are some countries where an American can go for a year, no visa required, and can just be there. But again, Malika is the queen. Okay, during
Mhm.
communism, people were being sent to Serbia to work camps, and there's a huge diaspora of descendants who escaped and were released in Kazakhstan, Iran, even. So maybe she has Polish descent that allows her to be there. Because
Yeah, I
that's
don't
what
know.
when they
It's
said
just given too
Kazakhstan,
much
I was
info.
really looking.
I don't
Not
like
she
that.
wants
It's
to
so rare
procreate
that
with a
I
Polish
like
man. But keep in mind, if she does procreate with a Polish man, her children will be seen like Julita.
Mm.
Because they ain't going to be 100% Polish.
She's too particular. Maybe she deserves that. I don't know. It's her way or the highway. It's very annoying.
Yeah, not
I
she
don't
deserves
know.
that. Jesus. Okay.
Damn.
Well, she might. Her kids will never leave the house. No, change your shirt. I don't like that. Maybe we should pick this one. How about this one? And about 5
Okay,
hours
so
later, it'll be
so
dark.
she could be there as a refugee. Could be. I could understand that. That's why I wanted to know what the relationship is. How is she there in Poland? Poland does, have a kind of closed border. I did see that the 2% of Africans that are in Poland are because they are there for education. But Poland is you come, you get educated, you go back. But there are some people that are allowed to be there and allowed to thrive and flourish. And I did see that someone from Africa was just elected to office a few years ago in Poland. And that was the first ever person who was not of Polish descent. But again, it is very interesting to see the Polish trajectory. And yes, the man better run with or without the bedroom slippers, Rosho. Krzysztof better run. But y'all
He's not
get
gonna
mad.
run.
Do not
He's
get
gonna
mad
walk.
at Krzysztof. He gonna walk. Do not
He's
get
gonna
mad at
walk.
him if he
Confidently.
spins the block on Kinga. Remember,
Of
we
course
have
he
here
will.
in the US, Zach and Bliss. He spun the block
Oh,
after the
we talked about
vacation,
that.
and now he is happily married with 2 kids with Bliss, or 1 kid, 1 on the way. So let us not be too judgmental if he decides by his remorse, let me switch up.
He's using it as an exit plan anyway. He's gonna actually what's about to come up. He's gonna flirt with Kinga at this mixer, and that's gonna make it's gonna make Makila go off, and she's gonna feel all betrayed and everything, and he's gonna let it happen. Just so you know what, hey,
Yeah, we saw the previews. Yeah, but are we gonna wait till the mixer? Because sometimes
he
we meet
will.
up at the restaurant when we come back.
No, he
Have a
will. He'll wait.
conversation. You gonna wait?
He'll wait. This man is
She does
dangerously
need a strong man
patient.
who can out to her, yeah.
This man is dangerously patient. Okay,
He is.
he will wait. He will wait until he has the evidence, so he can make a clean exit from you.
He has
Okay.
enough already.
Nah, he needs overwhelming evidence because you know what? I'm not gonna say what I'm about to say. He needs overwhelming evidence.
Basically, she needs to
Okay,
call him out his name
not that far, but just
or
far
lie to
enough
him
to
or lie on
just
him.
far. No, just enough evidence for the initial pushback that she's gonna have, because she's gonna have it. You
He's a
know,
carpenter.
he needs to break it down for her that no, whatever you might say, it doesn't matter because of this.
Now he's a carpenter. He lives in Iceland. I'm not saying this to bring down anything about carpentry, because remember the last time we had a man who was into building and stuff. Y'all call him all kinds of stuff. That was Love Is Blind UK season 1, and Nicole and Benaya are still happily married. And it turns out that the man ain't without funds like folks thought. So he may be living a good life in Iceland. I want to know, how many houses is he building? Is building houses a little bit different in Iceland? I need to understand his thought process. And Krzysztof, I would love, this is the kind of stuff I want to interview the cast if they're open and willing to do it after the season is over, of course. I would like to know your thought process and how you decided Iceland. What other countries were you considering? These are the things I would love to know, because beyond this dating stuff and all that Malika and Kinga has this man running through, there's some serious things about Krzysztof I want to ask about his life and how he has navigated.
You know the real sad part about this is to go to Africa just wrote something. She needs a strong man who say no to her, right?
Yeah.
That's not going to work with a woman like her. It's not going to work.
Yeah.
The problem is this is the real sad part about this. I'm gonna just say it. She doesn't need a strong man. She unfortunately needs a man that's going to manipulate her the way she wants to be manipulated.
Oh no, I can't co-sign that.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. You know why? You know why? Because she actually has the man she actually wants right now. And this man, I'm telling you, is slowly manipulating her and she can't see it.
She needs my favorite that I know Ari gonna get on me for this. She need my favorite. Remember Marcel, Ari?
From where?
From Sweden, the vegan.
No. I don't remember that at all. So maybe...
You got on me because he sat there for the longest time when Jen broke up with him, and he sat in the chair until the sun set, and he had roommates with the two ladies. Oh, you got on me about him being a minimalist. Ooh, child.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't remember that man. I don't remember that man. I'm sorry.
You were getting on me about that. Oh my God, no, he don't do this. And he goes on a silent retreat. Basically, he telling her to hush. Ooh.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, you was going off about him. Yeah, you were going off about him.
He was very strong in his personality stance, minimalism, but he was not pushing it on you. But he had a way to look at you like, "Are you serious?" Because she was not looking at him to change 5 times.
Nope, not at all. Like I said, that would never work with a woman like Malika. Never.
Not she need Aaron.
That won't work either. I'm telling you, this woman's person.
Yeah, Aaron is a little too calm.
Krzysztof told you about Malika, about herself in his little confession. He said Malika stands for queen. That means she is used to ruling and telling people what to do. Okay? That is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a partner. I went, ouch. He read her for filth in the nicest way. In the nicest way possible. So all these other men y'all bringing up, no, it won't never work. It's just people butting heads. It's just people butting heads. She needs someone who can, just like Krzysztof is acting, is seemingly letting her tell him what to do, but she knows at the end of the day he's going to be the one that's going to make the decisions. This is why I used the phrasing that I used it as, even if it triggered everyone. She wants someone that's going to manipulate her the way she wants to be manipulated. I ain't say the way he wants, what she wants. And she thinks she's found it with him. which is the problem of it all. Because I see him moving her the way he wants to, but he's not feeling her though, because she's too easily manipulated.
Not he should go change his name to King and become
That's
the
funny.
leader in this relationship.
That is
Yes,
funny.
ouch. It is funny and true. It's like he needs
That
to
is funny.
get some bass in his voice and lead.
He does though. He need to.
What?
He needs
That,
I don't know.
that's
I'm not
what.
sure he knows.
Thank you, Ari. That's my point. He is. He is leading her. He's literally doing it. She thinks she has found the one. She really thinks that. She really does. She's like, oh yes, yeah, he's so great. Because like I said, like one of his two main problems with her, the fact that she keeps trying to tell him what to do, and that's going to stop pretty soon. He's going to be like, it's going to be a soft no. It ain't going to be hard. It's going to be like, nah, I'm not doing that. Because you try to hear, this is where it stops. Number two is that she is acting differently in public than she is behind the scenes. Because behind the scenes, she's all up in his neck. Whatever he wants, whatever he want to do, she's all up in it. She's still trying to tell him what to do, this and that, third, but no, she is feeling him hard. This man knows when to go soft with her and knows when to go hard with her. The problem is he doesn't want that. He doesn't want that.
The problem is that requires him to manage her, and that is
And he
going
don't
to
want to
get
manage.
exhausting.
Yeah,
Just
no.
like we
Yes.
talked about, just like we talk about Marta and Damian. We now have to manage you, and I gotta be on my P's and Q's. I can't be myself. The man can't even get a kiss and a drink refill. We can't even get that. Everybody's coming over to get a kiss and a drink refill. He can't even get that.
That's because she's annoyed. I don't know. Like
The
she's
setup was real. Now, the setup for that whole situation was so real because
It was
Kristoff
very-
was, even though Kristoff was the one that brought it up, he was the one that brought it up. That I seem like I'm not getting the type of affection for her out in public. All of a sudden, Damien jumped up. Oh, well, you know what? How about we just go and kiss our lady and see what happened? Then Camille Uno, second, it was like, yeah, let's do it. You know, like a lap dog. And Kristoff was like, perfect. Didn't say a word. They all went up to their ladies. Even Felipe got a kiss in return, got some affection, at least out in public. He went up to Malika. Hey, she was like, oh no. She looked around, see what was happening. Oh no, I feel uncomfortable. And he just
She
looked
might
at
as
her.
well have said, ew.
Yep.
He just looked at her. He looked at her with a complete disappointment because, like, in his mind, I saw it on his face. I gave you a test just now, and you failed it miserably.
But that's a
failed
problem.
it.
Now we're still testing. Again, we
Exactly.
have tons of red flags right here. And instead of testing her, now he tired. He don't want to talk anymore. Bye. I don't need you around me because he is thinking he made a wrong decision. And when he see Kinga and hear her voice again, the sweet music of her voice, he gonna be smitten. And his head gonna turn and he gonna head in that direction.
Well,
Because what I did not see is Krzysztof and Malika in their wedding clothes. If y'all could correct me, we
I didn't
got a
see that.
glimpse
nope,
of
not at all.
Philip. We
Not
got a
at all.
glimpse of Jacek. We got a glimpse of those two weddings.
Mhm.
I ain't seen nothing with Krzysztof and Malika.
I didn't know if that was
No,
a
he
joke.
won't.
They didn't look like wedding clothes, but it could have been cultural. I don't know. I didn't know if that was a joke or not.
I didn't hear you. You didn't know which was a joke?
Like when the guy was saying like he was in his wedding clothes and the pods, like I didn't know was that a joke or not because didn't look very formal.
I don't know. I think he was joking, to be honest. I don't
It's a
think he was-
joke.
Just like Julia's talk about it, saying that she's in white, so he can get a glimpse of what she looks like in a wedding dress. Yeah.
Wow.
But for her, I think it means something completely different, seeing her in her wedding dress and all that, and how she feels desired by a partner. I think all that is in it. But y'all, we have covered all these people. Y'all, these are the couples. We covered more than just the couples. We covered the auxiliary folks that they dated in the pods as well. We covered all of them. Poland has certainly come through. Poland has come through this in this moment. I got to say, while we are saying people need therapy, people need a whole bunch of stuff, I'm very thankful for Poland for creating conversation. Creating conversation also, not just about people and their behavior, but Poland indeed. Because y'all are a very closed society, many of us don't really know a lot about Poland. And I love the fact that Love is Blind is a way for us to learn a whole lot more about you, your society, what you're dealing with, what you're going through, and historically, okay? Historically, what has gone on with you. I'm learning a heck of a lot, as with every first season of any Love is Blind. And we cover it all here. From Brazil season 4, I have been covering recaps of every single Love is Blind international in here. And I have to thank the people of Poland and for all of you who are here too, and my panelists, because we in this again. And the Polish people are showing up and they are contributing and helping and sharing. Love this. Love it too. Okay. Love it, Doris, your our Polish correspondent, Ridu, is also, we have all these new people here. And yes, it is a good season. Good season. Let's go Ari, Mundas, Trey. Let's in that order, wrap it up and tell me what you're looking forward to these 3 episodes coming up on Wednesday.
Only 3, thank God. First 3 episodes I watched yesterday, and they almost had me out here dead. But yeah, I don't know if anyone else wants to kind of give predictions of who's gonna marry and who's not. I will, but if y'all want to, go right ahead. But yeah, I'm surprised Filip and Daria are gonna get to the actual wedding. I thought that she was gonna, like, after how she's been acting in Greece, I thought she was gonna, like, chuck up the deuces and, like, leave before that point. But then again, she might want to save face, so I guess not. I don't think they're gonna get married, obviously, for obvious reasons as we talked about. Jacek and Julita, I don't know. It depends on what he actually says the last morning in Greece and how bad it actually truly was. And I don't mean to minimize. I just think that it could also be dependent on if she's willing to forgive him for it. And as Trey so eloquently said before about how she doesn't seem that she's that healed enough about her husband having unalived himself. I don't know that. I don't have that much faith that she might. But anyway, trying to be a little bit quicker here. David and Marta, I don't remember them being at the wedding, but I don't think they're gonna. They're a toss-up, but I'll get more into as more episodes go. Camille and Yulia, I don't know, and Krzysztof and Malika, obviously gonna call it quits before the weddings. So anyway, that's my kind of 2 cents. But yeah,
Okay.
it's so far it's good, but yeah, I don't know.
Hold on, Mundas girly. Let me thank the new members, Axia, Kim. Thank you. And Cheryl has gifted 5L citizen memberships. Thank you, Cheryl, for always supporting.
Yeah.
Close your eyes, Trey. We always say thank you around here with a little bit of dance. And yes, this deserves a Chewbacca. Drop it low as a thank you. Thank you to the to the new members. And that was mainly for Cheryl dropping 5L citizen membership. Thank you so much, y'all. Who does girly? What are you expecting to see in the next 3 episodes? Because we going home, we moving in, we meeting family, and we getting suited and booted.
I think for Filip and Daria, the both of them need to be honest with each other. She's really not into him. And I think, to be honest, I don't think there's anything all that much wrong with that, but she really needs to be honest with him. She's more into Jacek, and if she was really, I suppose, being a true friend to Julita, she would leave and not bother. As for Jacek and Julita, I'm not sure about them. I don't know. I'm very on the fence because if I remember correctly, the implication has been that he said something that was highly offensive. We don't know what it is. And I find it very difficult to either understand or empathize because we don't know what it is.
Yeah,
Both of
that's
them are just saying it's horrendous. And it's like, well, what was it? Can we find out if it is horrendous? Is she being a drama queen? Was he really that mean or was it terrible?
yeah, that's what I'm like.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
That's okay. Damien and Marta. Yeah, I don't know. Damien just needs to go off and have a whole load of therapy. And it's not like you can't do that. It's just, it doesn't work out. It's not, there's more to life than just having kids. And I wonder myself, and this might just be me, is he trying to have kids to maybe fill in the place that his brother might have taken? I'm not sure. I don't know, but maybe that might be why. They need a lot of help there. Camille and Yulia. I think, to be honest, like Yulia needs to definitely get a lot of therapy and learn to deal with herself. I've been in a circumstance myself where our father wasn't very good and didn't say very nice things. But if you allow that to consume your whole life, you're going to have no life. You need to go to therapy, learn that you can be okay by yourself. You don't need the validation of your dad. What you need is to be finding a good man and not maybe accepting the first man that comes along because he might be good. You don't know if he's good or not. Like, we've all made that mistake probably. I've certainly done that. And it's, well, I'm going to get with this person to prove I can have somebody. And the person is garbage. You don't need that in your life. She needs to seriously think, and she needs to stop looking so annoyed. I'm sorry, guys, but she looks so angry all the time. And I made the joke with my partner. She has resting bitch face. And I said, I've got resting what the F face because I never seem to know what's going on. But she's just very just annoyed looking all the time. And I really did like his, this might be unique to me, but I really did like his blazer. As a guy, I thought he looked kind of stylish with the blazer. But, Malika and Krzysztof, yeah, they just need to call it quits. Is she an Aries? I don't know. It's her way or the highway. He doesn't have any choice. If he doesn't do what she wants, she will tell him whether he actually wants to hear that or not. It's not relevant to her. He's going to know. And to be honest, stop being so obsessed with what everybody thinks about you. If you relax, you'll probably be fine, but chill out. And she was so different with the girls than she was with him. With the girls, it was like, oh, this is great. This is wonderful. And then every time he came near her, my social battery is drained. I want to go home. It's like, can you chill? Why are you so hyped up and they're going to see me and everybody's going to know? Chill. We're here to have a good time. It's a holiday. Emphasis on the word holiday. Relax. Goodness. Oh, this woman is enough to give everybody stress. I would be interested, though, to see how they do at the party they normally have on these where they meet everybody else. Because, I'm interested about Kinga in particular because all the men were obsessing about her. I don't know, maybe Trey can explain why, I don't know, but she just, I know they were all whoa, she's so great.
She led with sex, that's why. Sorry, Smix.
She did the same thing. She did the same thing Daria did. She did the same thing Daria did, just worse. That's all.
Moon does girly. I caught those strays with bringing up the fact she's an Aries woman. But she's probably a March Aries while I'm an April Aries. So March hit.
Wow.
Well, actually,
and if she's an April Aries, I don't know.
I have spent time with Aries that are April and Aries that are March, and they are different. People don't believe that, but they are. The March Aries are very, very different and very controlling. I think she probably is a March one.
Maybe we don't know, and but that's my only hope about it. If she is in March, then she had the tail end Aries closer to a Taurus. Yes, I can't. I let Taurus.
I mean, I don't think. I just don't think any of these people should get married. Really, I mean, it's entertaining. None. But none of them should get married. They all have issues. They all need to deal with them before they try looking for love anywhere. Because you can't be bringing all this emotional baggage and luggage and crap with you everywhere you go.
Oh, we
Ooh,
got Michelle saying
Michelle caught a stray. Michelle caught a stray.
she said, "Oh no, my watch."
Yeah, well, Malika is unique. Put on this shirt or those shoes. Do this. Oh no.
Okay.
Go on, Trey.
Trey.
Um, y'all just made me think of a question I never asked. Is Malika of Asian descent?
She's from
Yes.
Kazakhstan, I think.
Okay,
I looked her up. Yeah,
Serbia. We
okay.
said that.
That's right. I'm just making sure because I was like the way people were confused about her. I'm like, why are we so confused? She's a tiger mom. A
Because
lot of
it's
Asian
different,
women are
Trey.
like this.
We've talked about this. Again, it's different. It's more the Serbian side. That's a little different. Nomadic tribe, nomadic people. Serbia, not where we again remember we talked about this with Denver,
I'm
how the Asian
yeah,
population in America. It's
but I'm not judging it
different.
from just Asian here in America. I'm like Asians, period. Even in the world, the way she's acting, she will be viewed as a tiger mom, and they can be classified as very controlling, no matter what Asian descent they might fall on. Tiger mom is the just straight up. So when I started seeing her doing this, I'm like, okay, I kind of see what this is. I see what's going on here.
Maybe she's a
So it's
snow
not
leopard
surprising
because
to
we're
me.
in Poland. She's a snow leopard.
Maybe it's
You know what? We're
cultural.
gonna use that. We're gonna use that. She's a snow leopard. She's a
Yes,
snow leopard.
we're in Poland.
You know, either way, she's an Asian snow leopard. She's gonna want that control. Or at least the pretense of it. Yeah, but you know, I'm just here for the mini train wrecks that's gonna happen.
Me too.
That's just like it's written all over this. There's a lot of clash. This is about to happen. Some of them legitimate. Some of them kind of stupid. You just see it. Daria Felipe. I already see where this is going. This is going to get to the point where Daria is going to stick in it because she's trying to prove a point she's going to try to prove a point that she can make it to the end. I don't think she wants to catch the labeling that that Yukisa is going to be thrown on her. So she's going to prove her point by going to the end with this dude and probably saying no. But that's them. Jacek and Julita. I personally, I think. Ooh, personally, I think this couple has the bones to actually be a couple. The problem is going to come up is when we meet each other's families. I don't think everything is going to go peachy cream on that standpoint, and that's going to lead them to probably end things.
Her son don't want it. Her son don't want no parts of it.
Yeah,
And
he
I
doesn't.
thought that when I immediately before I even saw the preview, I thought that first episode when she explained the situation, I was like, "Whoa, she got a whole 18-year-old son." And my first thought was, he sound like a grown adult. He's basically out, so her decision, her decision. But then the way she talks about it, I'm like, no, he seems like. I didn't want to. I didn't want to. I didn't want to say this, but maybe I got to say this. Why do I get the feeling that she treats her son like that's her other man or boyfriend, kind of?
This is the only
Why am I?
person that has been with her through thick and thin, Trey. It's got to
Yeah,
be. And
yeah, I'm getting that
considering
feeling.
the loss of his father, she would be holding
Yes,
tight. We understand.
And
and I
maybe
get
on
it.
that
That's what I
factor,
get it.
the person approves of who you're with. Maybe
But
it
we're
might
not
I
going to
get
dissect.
it.
We're not going to dissect Yulita anymore.
hmm
Let's continue. We
But
wrapping it up.
because of that, yeah, I can see where this future is headed for them. It's not in a good spot, and she's going to use that as a woman to kind of cut that off, even if it might be a good relationship for her. But she's going to end that. Um, Damien and Marta, I think Marta's bandwidth is going to reach its maximum with Damien at some point in time. And that's what's going to be the end of them. You know, yeah, because I don't think she only can hold but so much when it comes to him. She's doing a great job now, but I don't think she can hold but so much. Funny thing is, Camille, and Yulia. I first off, I don't think no couple should make it by the end of all this. None of them should at all. But if I had to put something on it right now, I'll be honest. The only ones I can see that it may be a yes, and it probably shouldn't, is these two. It may end up being a yes with these two,
Because we don't see
and it
everything.
probably shouldn't.
We don't see everything.
Yeah, I'm
No.
just saying. So far from what I'm getting from them, I'm like, it might be a yes. It might be a yes, but we'll see. Krzysztof and Malika, yeah, it's crash and burn by episode 6. I'm telling you right now, calling it,
Mhm.
calling it right now. Crash and burn episode
Oh,
6. It's done,
the episode said, oh,
done.
you think we moving back and he ain't
Specific.
even moving back because y'all remember Love is Blind Mexico. Somebody got to the apartment and never wheeled their suitcase all the way inside and walked out. So he's,
I
ooh,
think
don't.
they're gonna make it to the apartment. They just won't make it by the end of the episode.
Not Camille has an eye on one of the men. Sorry, I
Because
swear
I,
she goes after the comment.
Now here's where that
yeah,
comes in, y'all. If you were following previous season of Love is Blind, okay? If you were following
mm,
Germany, we had one of the men come out that he has found love with a gentleman he said it at the
mhm,
reunion, Jan. Okay? That is
Yeah,
why
what?
we're not going to dismiss the comment that Camille may have eyes on some of the other men because Camille is all about, making sure the fellas, see him as, happy go lucky and he's doing all kinds of stuff when he's around the fellas. So I'm not going to dismiss the comment at all. This is not an accusation. We're just trying to make an educated guess. And it turns out for that Germany season 2, it turns out that what folks were saying about Jan was correct.
I
We
mean, well,
don't
we
know
all
anything
kind of
about Jan.
saw that.
But
I
an
remember us all
assumption
kind of.
until he comes out on here is how I
We did
stand.
say
Until
that.
he
We
comes
did say
out,
that. Yes,
it is a speculation. And
but
everybody's
yeah,
entitled to their opinion.
but we speculated early.
Yes, with Jan.
We did.
And
I
there's a
don't see it this
speculation
one.
now.
Really, who's speculating?
I'm
We
not
got
speculating.
one.
In the comment section is
Sometimes somebody
speculating.
is as camp as Christmas, and you can just see it immediately.
Oh,
Wow,
wow.
wow,
Okay.
wow,
Okay. Trey,
wow.
did we get all your assessments?
He
Yep,
did it.
pretty much it.
Okay. Y'all, thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit that like on the way out. Thank you for everyone who became a member. Thank you to everyone. Cheryl for donating memberships. Thank you to Go to Africa for trying to donate memberships. But right now, today, YouTube and some other programs are acting real glitchy. But I thank you all the same for thinking of me. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And those of you who do mother children in the community, even children you did not bear yourself. Thank you so much for mothering the community. Y'all, I will be back here next week, Sunday at 2 p.m. EST to break down the 3 episodes. And next week, we also going to be covering Perfect Match Season 4 because y'all told me to. Y'all told me to that y'all want to do that. So I'm going to be working double time. But Perfect Match, I'll only be doing little shorts about the little things that I see. But enjoy your Mother's Day. Hug your mother one extra time for me. If your mother is not amongst us, think of her one more moment, for me. Okay? But thank you all so much for being here. And like I always say, I'll see you on the next one.